We're live. We're live. Oh, we lost Gabe. He's scared. We scared him off.
Damn.
All right.
Buddha head is a slur against Asian people.
Jesus.
Let's cut that out. That.
Cabbage eater is a slur against German and Russian people.
All right, adventurers. Has your party just finished a grueling dungeon crawl, leaving you weary and your stomachs rumbling louder than a gelatinous cube? Fear not, brave heroes, for salvation has arrived in the form of Hello Fresh. Forget scrounging for rations or haggling with a shady tavern keeper. HelloFresh is like a magical portal that delivers pre-portioned ingredients and ridiculously easy-to-follow recipes right to your humble abode. You'll be whipping up a feast fit for a king or a party of seasoned adventurers in no time. Imagine this. You've just outsmarted the Sphinx and recovered ancient treasure. The last thing you want to do... that is distracting, brother. The last thing you want to do is spend hours deciphering cryptic cooking instructions. With HelloFresh, you can have a delicious and satisfying meal on the table faster than the wizard can cast Fireball. Each box is packed with fresh, high-quality ingredients, precisely measured so there's no wasted gold. I mean food, and the recipe cards are so clear, even a bard who's had a few too many tavern ales could follow along. Ready to trade your rusty cooking pot for culinary convenience? Our amazing viewers can get a fantastic deal right now. Just use my link in the description and order HelloFresh.
Everybody, get HelloFresh. And if you want the deal of a lifetime, make sure you put in the extra special code in the chat and say, I'm in on the scam. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get with you after that. All right.
Did you chat GPT that prompt there, Kyle?
I Gemini'd it, yes.
Gemini, nice.
All right. On the last episode of Dragon Ball Z, we awoken in the Elven Arms Inn, except for one of our party members who decided on that day, Kinzo. He was just a little extra tired that day, and he just went and slept a little bit more. But one thing that we determined was that the room where the family was staying last time we were here is no longer here, and nobody can remember them being there. We kind of surreptitiously went into Cyrano's kitchen, trying to find any kind of evidence of any wrongdoing on his part, and found him. He's pretty squeaky clean, other than the fact that he just doesn't pay his taxes. We also learned that long ago he was a battle mage sergeant in the Landarothi army during the end of the Great War, and basically with renewed effort and vigor, we set off out of the Elven Arms Inn and into the mist of the Varen Wood in search of the Book of the Dead. We have arrived at on the outside of a chapel, and we were currently doing battle with some ghouls and a ghast that were eating a corpse of one of the
dad.
Oh yeah.
That was
we also got to play around with our deck of illusions that we received from the last boss fight against the female drow bandit leader. We summoned like things like a fire elemental. We summoned the King of Ironland. We summoned a Minotaur, and we also summoned Johnny Cash Fiddlefinger's dad. So lots of fun to be had. But right now we find ourselves sort of in a fight with these undead. Kinzo was resting in a tree and is kind of unaware of what was going on at the time. So that's where we're going to pick off today in this episode of Guardians of Titanus. I'm glad you guys can hear that.
Hey, DM, I got a question. You know, if these ever got super popular, do you think we can get in trouble for saying Dragon Ball Z?
No.
Oh yeah, because I forgot that dude's dead.
Well, it has nothing to do with that. I just think that I don't think purely mentioning Dragon Ball Z is enough to get us in trouble.
Yeah, and I also think
fun.
you meant when these get super popular.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Super popular.
Yeah.
Don't worry, reader. I've already spent $278,000 on like lawyer fees and stuff to go ahead and make sure we're ahead of any kind of possible legal trouble that we're going to see in the
Yeah.
future.
To be fair, we got 53 views on the last one on YouTube.
You know what's crazy is I wasn't any of those, so I don't know what the fuck's up with that.
I haven't watched any either.
I
Yeah,
rewatched
the
it.
average view time was like 20 minutes.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Dude, somebody's
You find out it's Kyle. Just
it's
watching.
it's picking up. I don't know what the deal
I
is with
forgot
that.
at what point they decided to turn that shit off, though.
Yeah, the
I probably
total
turned it off when Magmar and I were fucking up trying to pick it up.
the total watch time for that video is 12 hours.
Jesus Christ.
That's longer than the video.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well done. Good job,
Yeah.
reader.
Thanks,
Reader's
guys.
sitting there going like, what?
And also, I do want to preference. I did know what that word meant. Pittance. Just Johnny Cashing. I'm in character, so I'm sorry, guys. You can't judge.
Yeah. Yeah.
What pittance?
Yeah. Yeah. Can you say the word again? Can you spell it? Say again.
Spell it? Yeah, IT.
Okay.
All right.
Oh my god, you just got done.
While everybody is sitting here and considering how Reader doesn't know how to say the word penitence, even though he knows what it means, apparently.
I'm in the
Pittance.
Pittance down here.
Oh my god.
The camera kind of zooms in on Kinzo, who's sitting there kind of just like very cutely sleeping in his tree that he decided to get up in.
A branch breaks and he falls.
And we are going to load into his dream sequence. And I'm going to remember to put everybody down this time.
Even Ryan.
Yes, even Ryan.
I don't believe it till it happens.
Oh, whoops, not Kenzo. You're already here.
Drops everybody but leaves Kinzo out of his own dream.
I had a dream.
Martin had a dream. Kendrick had a dream.
Oh yeah. For some reason, while we're waiting on loading, 42% of people watch this on a TV.
What the fuck?
Is it on YouTube or what?
Yeah, it's on
Is that what you're
YouTube.
doing?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you know what it is? People are trying to watch the movie Dungeons and Dragons on their TV, and they just pull up the art and be like,
Yeah,
"This
we
is
just know
20 minutes in.
like,
This is the wrong
Not
fucking
it.
movie.
where's Chris Pine?"
Yeah. It's hilarious.
Dude, Braden, you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of that time. Remember when I was living in Huntsville, and then like me and you, we went to go see the fucking Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
Yeah,
then-
man.
We go to the movie theater, and like we had bought like tickets online, and we're like super stoked about this because it's like this Jay and Silent Bob, yo. And we go there, and it's just like nothing but people that look exactly like us, like in the theater.
It's
And it's always like groups of two homies, and like we go and we like the movie starts, and then like it's the first movie, and we're like, what the fuck? This is not the new movie. This is the first fucking movie. Like, I'm cool to watch this in a theater, but this is not what we came to see. And then like you go up to the front counter and you come back, and he's like, dude, it's a double feature, bro.
Yeah. I do remember that. That was fun though. I'm glad they showed the first one. It
Oh,
made
yeah,
the
no, that
second
was
one much more great.
Yeah, and it was a great experience. I just, wasn't ready for that. But anyway, so here's
Are we loaded into the right spot?
Yeah,
Oh,
what
yeah,
they
for sure.
what they getting you for us, brother?
This is dream. This is dream.
It's Kenzo's dream.
Ah, my bad.
Yeah, someone
For
wasn't
Kenzo.
listening.
The next time you open your eyes, and as you're sleeping and taking the first train ride out from Sleepy Time Junction, you open your eyes, and once again you're dreaming about your old sparring pits. And around you, you see Genyu, and you see Guldo, and you see Jace, and you see Birder. I forgot all their
Birder is
names. I had to look at
big as
them. Oh yeah, Birder's fucking huge, man. He works out. He is definitely the biggest dragonborn you've ever seen, even including the one that you just met.
Wait, is Jace a guy?
Yeah, Jason's a guy. He told you to go fuck yourself, remember?
He's Australian, that's right.
Yep.
It's all right.
Is this where the Dragonborn hostility started?
No, this is Kinzo's dream. I don't think Kinzo has a problem with Dragonborn. The only person
That's
who's
weird.
made it
I can hear
up.
Braden in my dream. That's really weird.
Sorry.
Dreams are really strange, aren't they? So you find yourself here back in your sparring pits, and you just had a really long and drawn out fight with Jace. And he's like hovering in the air, he's hucking fireballs at you. And then like Birder is on the sidelines cheering him on. And then you're able to throw one fell like kunai, and it gets him right in the chest. And he goes, oh! And then you teleport up to him and then rip it out. And then you basically, in the air, just throw him to the ground. And he
That's so
basically makes a big fucking DBZ crater in the ground. And then you come back down, landing on your feet. And then you put your knife up to his throat. He says, no, mercy, you beat me. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, this is Jace. He says, no, mercy, you beat me. And then, what do you say?
I have no mercy for my enemies, and I slash at his throat.
So you slash his throat, and then blood starts to spurt all over you. And then,
Not my drip.
it gets all over you. And then all of a sudden, Birder runs up and he says, Jace, no! Take this! And he feeds him, he puts a little bean in his mouth and starts like working his mouth up and down. And then he says, oh! You watch as Jace's wounds magically heal up. And he looks at you and he says, that was a good fight, but you know you don't fight fair.
There's no fairness in combat.
And Ginyu says,
Get better, you have way too many openings.
Ginyu says, you know, Jace, he's right. You left yourself open far too many times. And Jay says, well, come on, boss. You know he doesn't fight fair. Oh, I can't teleport like he can. How can anybody expect that? And he says, how long you already know that he can do that. How long do you have to know your enemy before you can expect anticipate their motions? And he just kind of silently walks away. And Ginyu says, well done, Kinzo. Well done. And then all of a sudden, you see... Oops, where is it at? You see Raccoon walk up. Make me a survival check.
Hey. Let's navigate my PC. A survival check.
Mm-hmm.
Let me navigate my PC.
You're a reader in my dream too. That's weird.
Maybe you're like hearing the activity going on around you.
Normal or at adventure since I know him.
This will be an advantage. An 11. You needed a 10. All right. So because of your extensive knowledge of, having known Raccoon for a long time, you look at him kind of like walk up, and he walks up and like very stiffly. Also, you notice he has no head.
Mm.
And hang on, let me do a couple of quick things real fast. As
I always knew you were airheaded Raccoon, but not this bad.
As you notice that his head is removed, you remember the fight that happened just 2 or 3 days ago, where your comrade
Broke my fucking ribs.
He broke your ribs and had you laid up like Yamcha. You remember as you're sitting there laid up on the ground, like out of like the periphery, you see Magmar Moose Knuckle take out his blowgun, and he's like really fucking pissed off that he's knocked you down so many times. And he goes, and then you see this dart go straight in Raccoon's eye, and he says, "Raccoon doesn't see very," and his head explodes like a grape, and blood and gore just rains down everywhere. And then the body takes a couple of steps forward and then falls down. And then after you get done remembering that, the headless corpse of Raccoon stands right in front of you. What do you do?
I realize this must be a dream, and or a dream or some kind of wicked genjutsu. So I take out my kunai and I make a cut down my thigh to wake myself up.
That's a really good idea. That's a
And
really
it's only
good
a dream wound, so
All right. Make me a
Constitution.
wisdom saving throw. Roll me a 10 or higher.
wisdom. Let me find it. I don't have wisdom in my list.
You do. It's going to be in your attributes at the top middle.
Okay.
Or actually it'll be in saving throws, which is on the top right of your character sheet.
Okay, I got you now.
You gotta be shitting me. So let's go ahead and get the bad rolls out while you're dreaming, I guess. So here's what happens. So you take your kunai out and you stab yourself like 2 or 3 times in the thigh, and it just hurts. You feel the blood gushing out. Like you feel that like your leg is not as operable as it once was. You've definitely hurt something important. And then Raccoon, he picks you up by both of your arms, the headless desiccated, bleeding corpse of your pupil, your fellow pupil, and he grabs you by your 2 arms and starts to pull, and you drop your kunai on the ground, and he pulls, and just as you feel your shoulder start to pop out of socket, you awaken. And we are loading in.
What the fuck?
And as you're waking up, Kinso, first of all, the first thing that you feel is like an extreme sense of anxiety. You like start to look around, and you realize like, oh, I'm still in this fucking forest, and it's full of undead. And then you start to remember your dream, and like it really disturbs you. Like just like the concept of like a 9.5-foot tall undead headless thing that was partially responsible, or that you were partially responsible for killing just a few days ago, is now tearing you limb from limb. And you just wake up today with a really strong sense of anxiety, and you do not feel good. You need hydroxyzine so fucking bad. And we will load into the next scene, and we will continue.
Good dream.
Thank you. Both of your dreams have been kind of fucked up.
I'm dealing with a lot.
All right, while this is loading in, I'm going to go fix myself a whiskey.
All right.
I'm going to let you guys just have at it while this is all working.
I think it's funny how everyone kind of has like violent dreams, and like mine, I fucking rode a turtle.
I was in a church with a small penis, and everybody's laughing at me.
Oh yeah. I remember for Platt's dream. Now it was like she confronted her father, but didn't like.
Well, no,
didn't
there.
All of my classmates
it
got
did.
murdered.
Yeah, it did turn violent.
Okay. I missed the dream with the small penis. I think that was when I had to bail.
We're
I
trying
was
to
in
find
hell.
out if like one penis was erect and the other wasn't, so we can know which one is my alter ego.
Oh god.
I was in hell. My mom was being tortured.
Oh god, I remember that.
What'd your mom do?
My dad sent her there. Apparently, he made some kind of binding vow to be the best trumpet player at the cost of my mom's life being in hell. So I don't like my dad.
I'm back.
That sounds like a jerk.
Well, actually, what's funny is because Reader drew, what was it that you drew? The Queen of Diamonds or something?
Yeah.
He drew the Queen of Diamonds, which just so happened to be Johnny Cash Fiddlefinger's dad in the Deck of Illusions drop table that I made.
Yeah.
So now everybody gets to actually see how much of a dickhead his dad was.
That seems like a nice guy
Hey,
to
Yeah,
me.
actually-
in the canon, like, has anyone actually like experienced Johnny's father, or was that their
I don't
first
think so.
time?
I don't think he's told anybody about him, and I don't think anybody, definitely nobody's experienced him.
Nobody's asked either.
Yeah.
The happiest smiles hide the darkest frowns.
So that's funny. Like, no one's had a chance to like confront that. Everybody's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, no, everybody here is extremely confused.
Except for me.
We all load in.
I don't get affected by this.
No, you're just annoyed.
Yeah, I'm built a little different. Should we refresh the page?
No. Just let it load.
No.
Just let it load.
99.
Just let it
Yeah,
load,
if
man.
everybody's showing 99% right now, just let it ride.
It's been 99, my boy.
Well, I'm saying, yeah,
you're-
that
you're-
last one's a doozy.
Your mom's been 99.
Wow, that was a really good one, Kyle.
Yeah.
I'm proud of that one.
Yeah.
I will tell my mom to stop watching the YouTube videos on her TV for 20 minutes.
Your mom's our biggest fan, dude. Up to this point, I just thought she was my biggest fan.
I just like her OnlyFans.
Oh god.
Kenzo, I don't even care that didn't happen in game. You're getting inspiration for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get inspiration since it's my mom.
No, you get evil inspiration. You got to take away a d6.
You get psychic damage.
My mom.
You have to watch. You have to watch her make the videos.
Oh Jesus. That's awful.
No worse, I have to video them.
That's part of growing
Trust me,
up.
I've seen those videos. It's not bad to watch. Trust me.
She
Terrible.
looks like
Looks
me.
like
I don't know why. Very
is that
feels like
Kyle?
this
Is that
is
Kyle
my
in
mom.
right now?
That's not me.
Daddy, don't you move your character. You're in a fight.
Oh, my bad. I forgot about this. All right, I remember now.
Brain is on.
All right, I'm refreshing. Okay,
Oh my god, you refreshed and it worked immediately.
I didn't refresh.
Oh, Jesus. You scared me.
I'm
Get
Johnny
scammed.
Cash Fiddle Fingers.
Get scammed.
Scammed? Oh, are people picking up? Do people want the scam?
Let me on. That's what the hackers say.
I'm in.
Oh, everybody's loading in. Everybody's loading in. We're just waiting for B and J. Oh, now we're just waiting for B.
So we got the job. Now we just need the blow.
Yeah, that was real funny,
Wait,
Justin.
talk about getting. Yeah, shut up, Kyle.
All right.
There we go. All right. So here's what happens. Is everybody good? Can we all see and do our shit? Are we?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Perfect. All right. So Kinzo, you wake up from your really fucked up dream, and you still like it hurts so bad in your shoulders. You almost you actually feel in real life as if you just had your fucking shoulders yanked out of place. And you like look down, and you see all of your homies fighting the undead, and you're like, "Oh shit, we're in a fight! Oh my god, it's my turn!"
Let's stay up here. Hold on, my thing just son of a bitch.
Language. This is a Christian server.
Hold on, my thing just white screened. Let me
Hey, real
close out my
quick.
list of ethnic slurs.
Trey, you remember what my portents were? I think it was like 6 and 10.
God
right?
fucking damn it! I was really hoping you did because I forgot them too. I didn't write them down. Hang on. I
think it was
accounted
1
for
in
this.
20. It was 1 in 20.
It was not 1 in 20.
I think it
Hold
was
on,
They were
loading
both
in.
quite low. I think it was like a 10 and 4, wasn't it?
Yeah, that sounds right. I think 1 was 10.
I think it was 10 and 4.
All right, that's cool.
I'll go and
Cool,
I'll
yeah.
go and confirm that later, but let's. And if I'm wrong, then I'll give you like triple inspiration or something.
Word. All right, cool.
Are you working, Mike?
Yeah, I'm back at 99%. It sent me to it reloaded the thing. I don't know what
He,
happened.
he went to
Crash.
Caucasian screen.
Rita, you can't say that.
Oh, I could say that.
I mean, Fiddlefinger, you can't say that.
Oh, I could say that.
I'm sorry for the hold up.
Oh no, you're good. Actually, you know what?
I'm loading
Here's what
now.
we're gonna do. Mike, if you promise not to look a bunch. Okay, I don't have anything scary on the screen right now, so just tune into my stream, and here's what's going on. Do you see my live stream on Twitch?
Yeah.
Okay, or not Twitch, Discord.
Uh-huh.
All right. So here's what's going on. So in the beginning of the fight, Ignotus put down some fairy fire in this big green square over here. So
Mhm.
everybody over here is dead except for Deddy, the flying sword, and this ghoul right here. The ghoul
Mhm.
is pretty wounded. You got these two guys up here. So basically, fairy fire means that you can attack this guy at advantage. I think you're really far away from him, so you would probably need to. You probably just do regular on him, or no, you that would still be advantage because you're flanking with Deddy. Then you got these two guys right here that are fighting Lamb and Magmar, and then you've got a ghoul over here by Johnny Cash who's quite wounded. What do you do?
Okay. But I'm still in the tree.
Yeah.
So I need to strategize and prepare myself for battle since I'm coming in late. What I do is I switch myself to an offensive stance and I activate my Shadow Clone Jutsu.
All right. You activate your Shadow Clone Jutsu, and it sounds a little something like this. I actually heard it that time. That's crazy. And now you are Shadow Cloned. And you're in an offensive stance. What else do you do?
I should have a bonus action for movement, right?
Yeah. Well, no, it's like
I
your
am
movement
going
is
to
like you can do
move
whatever you want
my-
for movement. It's free of your bonus action. That your movement is separate from that.
Okay. So I'm going to move myself by Ignotus.
All right. You want to go to his right, left, north, south, east, or west?
West.
All right. So you basically you rub the little crusty sleeps out of your eyes, and you're like, "Ooh, Shadow Clone," and then you jump down next to Ignotus. What else do you do?
That's all I can do. That's my
All right.
action, my Shadow Clones.
Perfect. All right, Johnny Cash, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna do it because these guys aren't prone to silver, correct?
No.
All right. I'm gonna do Eldritch Blast.
All right.
Or my Infernal
whom?
6-shooter. The guy right next to me.
All right. Perfect. Roll me an attack. You need to overcome a 12.
Cool. Try and do it.
Oh no, you gotta cast Eldritch Blast. There you go.
No, I know. Am I at advantage since I have somebody next to me?
No, because that's your dad.
Oh yeah.
Did you just roll a 1?
Your dad makes you really nervous.
Can I accidentally shoot my dad?
Here's what happens. You guys ever seen that YouTube video of that guy who's like trying to do like cowboy quick shots out in the woods by himself? And he's like sitting there and he's got a Glock and he's like trying to like shoot it from the hip at somebody that's like 2 feet in front of him, like a target. But he doesn't, he shoots too fast. He fucking grazes his whole fucking leg. And he just fucking like, whoosh, and he like shoots his leg and he goes, I just fucking shot myself. I just fucking shot myself. What the fuck? So that's what happens to you.
Oh,
So
okay.
you're gonna take 3 damage from that. So
Alright,
you
well-
just fucking shot yourself.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try and push this goal.
And a Dick Cheney moment.
Now that's a good idea, but let me also suggest this. You also still have your witch bolt attached to this ghast over here. So you can use your bonus action to do damage to him for free.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Yeah, that's a good call. Do I roll it?
Just go ahead and click your witch bolt and then just click damage.
I think I have it up here. Hold on. I am. Alright. Which bolt? The only thing I do is if I click it, it says cast.
Yeah, just go cast.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know if that would.
Yeah, no, you're good. And then what I'm gonna do is I'll go ahead and click your damage for you. So you do a 9. So basically, like even though you fucking shot yourself, your other finger that you still have in like the fucking Yu Yu Hakusho like spirit gun, like finger gun thing, is still pointed at that guy over there. And there's like a crackling bolt of lightning arcing between your finger and this guy, and he takes 9 damage. So basically, you just go, and it just like continues to electrify this guy, and it actually hurts him really, really badly. So he goes, all right. And what else do you do?
That's it.
All right, perfect. All right, next it's Glimmer's turn. Glimmer says, "Oh shit, Johnny Cash is hit." So he's gonna go all the way up here to Johnny Cash Fiddlefinger. He's gonna basically dash, and he is going to cast Healing Word.
A 2.
He rolled a 2. So you get 2 little healings. You feel like the light kind of like suffuse your body, and you feel a little bit better. And he says, "I hope that helps."
Thanks, Gizmo.
Magmar, it is your turn. And as your turn begins, you see Captain Reznov. He like kind of like pops right up out of your periphery. Let me find him real quick. Yeah, there he is. And he says, "Mason, look out! They're enemies!" And then like as that happens, like you hear like the whistling of an arrow like come through. And like you just dodge out of the way. And then you look in the trees, and then you see more undead on the way. They are coming. I'm gonna go ahead and get them in the rotation here. All right, Magnar, what do you do? And then, like, by the way, after that, you look over to like thank Reznov, and he is no longer there.
How far out are these? Are the new ones?
Yeah.
They're pretty far out.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to use my reckless attack then, so I get advantage. And I'm
All
going
right.
to attack the ghoul directly in front of me with my axe.
Good idea.
All right, roll me 2 attacks at advantage. A 22 hits.
No,
A 19
he's
hits.
wondering.
Roll me 2 damages.
All right.
7
Um,
and 6. That's 13. All right. What does that look like?
So as I'm triggered by the flashback of my fallen commander, I look to the side and I say, "Commander!" And I reach down to kind of like grab him, and then out of the corner of my eye, my like battle instincts just kick in, and like I do kind of a backhand motion with my axe and just kind of like, really gash until like his neck real bad.
Nice. So like you basically take both your axes and they both hit him in the neck, and then he goes like this, and like his neck is like barely hanging on. It's like kind of like broken and hanging off to the side, but then like it like turns and it looks at you.
That's bad.
All right. Next is Johnny Cash, Trumpet Finger.
Hey, where's Old Orc?
Oh, I was about to say, yeah, there we go. Yeah, where's Old Orc?
You know what? I was actually just thinking that. Old Orc, you know, he's bringing up the rear. He's watching the bridge to make sure nobody comes up behind you guys.
Oh, come on.
Thank you for calling me out on that, because I completely forgot to put him down. But yeah, no, so he's back here, but like somebody could spend their turn to go and grab him if we wanted to do that.
Since Johnny Cash is dead.
So Johnny Cash is dead. Like, so Magmar turns around and he says, "Hey, you! Go get Old Orc!" Forgetting that he's an illusion. And then he fucking, rather than respond to you, he goes to Johnny Cash Fiddlefinger and he says, you have no talent. I walked Bob Dylan up on stage in 1854. Who the fuck are you? Why don't you go practice?" And then next, it is one of these guys out here. So this skeleton is gonna kind of like bust up out of these trees here, and he's gonna take a pot shot at Lamb. Does a 12 hit Lamb? I don't believe it does. It does not. So he fires an arrow from his short bow, and it basically just whizzes right past you. Next, it is this ghoul right here, and he's going to take a bite out of Johnny Cash. Does a 23 hit you, Johnny Cash Fiddlefinger? I believe it does.
No.
So that deals 8 damage to you.
That hurts.
So you are hurt quite badly, actually.
And I got to do concentration.
There you go, 13. You made it. Perfect. Alrighty.
By the way, that's a 15.
Lamb, what do you do?
Do we know if these guys over here are bloodied or that are near deady?
So
Yeah,
the
two of them
one,
dead.
so one of them is dead. So the cultist was dead the whole time because he was just a
Yeah.
corpse they were munching on. That guy to the right of Deddy is dead. The guy to the southeast of him is like kind of like suffused with fairy fire. And he is actually really quite wounded. If we were to like quantify his health by like percentages, we would say that he's about 50%.
Okay, but there's two that right here in front of me.
Yeah, so the guy directly in front of you, directly to the south, is in fairy fire. He's also kind of like suffused with light right now and glowing. Basically, fairy fire in this universe is how they refer to like radioactive effects. So like he's just bust up like radiation on these guys, and they're like kind of like glowing and not moving as quickly. So like any attacks you make at them will be at advantage.
Okay, so I don't have to maneuver to get advantage then, at least.
No, yeah, no. If you were to be like right there, you'd be able to attack both of these suckers right here.
Okay, well I think I've got two weapon.
Yeah, you're dual wielding right now.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and just go after the guy that's in front of me.
Okay,
All right.
go ahead. Do you want to use both your attacks on that guy?
No, I just wanted to use one right now.
Okay, perfect. Go ahead and make me an attack. You need to overcome a 12.
Okay. Just a second. And I advantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So that's a 12. That hits him. Roll me some damage.
All right.
Oh shit! I'm playing the wrong ambience. Hang on. There we go. Whoops. Oh wait, no, that's. Oh fuck! I'm fucking up all the way. Here we go. There we go.
I know you don't want to hear this, but I just go back to the chat to do my damage, don't I?
Yeah. So like, what you'll do is you'll go to the chat bubbles thingy, and then you'll scroll all the way down, and that'll be your most recent rolls.
Okay, so I see the roll. Oh, I have to scroll up one.
Yeah, up by 1. Yeah.
Okay, so
It'll be right above your attack, and you'll just click
Alright.
the damage,
All right, so I clicked on damage,
and then
I
you'll
guess
do
we're doing
regular.
normal.
Yeah, normal. 9. All right.
Alright.
What does that look like?
Yeah, I just come up to him. I just walk straight up to him and just hit him right upside the freaking head into the neck. Just pop him with that claw.
So
And,
yeah, you basically you smack him, and then his head just kind of like flies backward limply. So like he's basically just like looks like a torso with his neck like flopped back. All you see is like his gross neck and Adam's apple poking out,
Mhm.
and his head is like hanging out behind his back.
Well, I instantly see that he could probably take a little bit more, and that didn't finish him off. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the scimitar.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you picked up that scimitar from that drow.
Yep.
Fuck yeah. Roll me an attack.
All right, and I get advantage on
At
it.
advantage, yep. 19 hits. Roll me a damage.
Oh, that shit hits. Booyah.
8. All right, that really, really fucked him up. So like, he is like. So then you take your scimitar, and then you basically lop off one of his arms. One of his arms is like sitting on the ground, and he's no longer able to use it. And he just goes, but it's like muffled because his head is behind his back.
Well, that looks like health points laying down there to me. I don't have any other actions, so I think I need to pass. So I'm
All right.
It's a stance, and I'm good to go.
Perfect. All right, Ignotus, what do you do?
Ignotus wants to focus on these two in front of Magmar and Lamb.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's gonna pull out 3 magic missiles from his pouch.
Okay.
He's gonna throw them up in the air, and he's gonna start focusing, and they're just gonna start circling him like electrons in the atomic model. You know what I mean? Just getting
Yeah.
faster and faster. And then, so okay, I want to just send one at a time and see if the damage kills the person I'm
So-
targeting. Is that cool?
Oh yeah, totally. So make me. I'll tell you this: the gas, the one in front of Magmar, is the weakest.
Alright.
The other, they're both very weak. But you may want, if you're trying to like knock someone out of the fight, I would go for the gas first.
Yeah, we'll do the gas first.
And there's no hiding from magic missile. It hits. So 4. So your magic missiles, they are basically just like flying all around Magmar Moose Knuckle. They're like flying around, and then one of them goes, and it goes right through this guy's body. And he is like an inch from death, but not quite dead.
All right, we'll send one more to him.
All right, roll me another damage. How does that kill him?
It's gonna go straight through his head. Brain
All
matter,
right.
blood's gonna just spray all over Magmar and all over the ground below him.
All right, so like one of them goes through his torso, the other one goes like up through like he doesn't have a lower jaw, so it like goes up through his like big long Gene Simmons tongue. It rips it right off, and it goes up through the top of his cranium, and then just like big like explosion of just like black pussing gore, just like rains down over
Love it.
Lamb and Magmar.
Love it. Yeah,
then you've
more
got one
so
more.
on Magmar though. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Alright.
Magmar was the
I'm
closest.
gonna
so
be
he-
like, yeah, I'm gonna be like, you know, and then I'm gonna go like wipe my face, wipe
He's
my
like-
face off with my beard.
Yeah.
It's like this
Alright.
next 50 feet of rope are gonna be disgusting.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna send this next missile to the one adjacent to that guy through his like thigh or something.
Okay, so you send it through his thigh, and it basically like takes his leg completely off, and like he falls over, his like leg splits off and starts like bleeding blackness, and he goes, and then he like eventually like calms down and dies, and then like
Oh,
you hear in the
hell yeah.
back of your head, you hear double kill.
Oh, nice.
What else
Word.
do you do?
I think that's all I can do. I'm gonna just whisper to Kinzo like, "Fuck yeah, man! Did you see that shit?"
You're
What does
And then,
Kinzo say? Oh,
yeah,
Kinzo's
my
muted.
turn.
Kinzo is just like sitting there, just he doesn't say fucking shit to you yet.
He's focused on his shadow clones right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, here's what happens. You actually whispered over to one of his shadow clones,
I love that. Yeah.
and it just sits there in a defensive stance, or no, in an offensive stance.
Yeah.
We do a handshake and fucking dap it up.
Okay, we changed the script. Right on.
Even better. Okay, yeah. So back up. So that never happened. We're retconning that. So
no,
like,
no.
Kinzo-
He talked to the shadow clone, but then Kenzo directs to him. So you're talking to the wrong person the whole time.
No. All three of us dap up. All four of us dap him up. This is
Word.
like a
Yeah, I
fucking
like
group-
that. Yeah.
like, oh,
fucking
like,
group
like,
secret
so-
handshake.
he daps up like fucking Ignotus 4 different times with himself and all three of his shadow clones. And
Yeah, we miss Mary Mac that shit.
All right, my turn's over. I'm gonna run to the restroom.
all right, Deddy, it is your turn. What do you do?
All right. So, we are going to do. Let's do a nunchuck attack on this guy right here.
Okay. Roll me a nunchuck attack. You got to overcome a 12, and you're doing this at advantage because he's like currently fairy fired.
Yep. Oh, sorry. As advantage, you said.
Oh no, that's fine. You get that,
Okay.
that hits anyways, so you're good. If that's the
Okay.
lowest thing you get, you're fine. So roll me a damage. A 3. So that bonks him pretty good. What does that look like?
So my nunchucks, I get them out, and obviously one of them says solidarity, and the other one says or else. So I give a good old crack swing action here. Crack. That's for the solidarity. Swing. That's the or else. Hit him right in the
Alright.
knees.
So you pop him in his knees, and he kind of like falls down and like kind of like has to get his bearings for a sec. What else do you do? And also, I'll remind you. So like you recognize he's gonna come up first, but like as a monk, or like he's gonna come up next rather. But as a monk, you could also disengage if you wanted to, as a bonus action.
Let me read this really quick.
Or you could go for the kill right here.
I really do. I'm looking at the flurry of blows. Let's do flurry of blows.
All right. Roll me 2 flurry blow damages or attacks at advantage. You'll have to do that'll so like clicking on the flurry of blows will take away a key point, but you'll have to go into your inventory and do the 2 unarmed strike attacks at advantage manually.
At advantage. There's 1, 2.
Both hit. Roll me 2 damages. All right. He was actually pretty fucked up, to be honest with you. How does that kill him?
So after I just took out his knees, obviously he's just kind of sitting there, wounded, maybe like at his knees. So I go up to him gently with my nunchucks. And by gently, I mean I wrap them around his neck and do a nice little pull action, and just watch him slowly stop breathing.
So like he starts like you basically like you wrap the chains of your nunchuck around his neck, and he starts like going, and he starts like stops breathing, but like then you're like, wait a minute, dead things don't breathe. So then with like the rest of your might, you go, and then like you basically sever the thing's head right off, and it falls
Beautiful.
down limply at your feet.
Beautiful.
and he is dead. All right, Guardian, what do you do? You've
All right,
got
so-
your flying sword up as well.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move. And then so I'm gonna move my flying. I can move it at 20 feet. So right, see that one's dead. So right there.
Yeah, both of them are dead right there.
Oh, they're both dead.
Yeah, I don't think you marked the other one as dead, Trey.
Oh yeah, I sure did not. You're right.
Then I don't really have the range because it can only move 20 feet. So
You
I'll
do
just-
recognize that, like, to the east of you, there's like some guys coming. Like, some of them are like shooting out the trees, but like at least a couple of them are like moving toward y'all. So like,
Okay.
if you want to like kind of like move it into like a position where it might be able to take a
Yeah,
couple of slashes at some people,
yeah, I'll probably move it
you do
like
that.
to here. I move it here, DM.
All right, I'll do that. I forgot that you can't move it, so I'll do that. All right,
And
what else do you do?
then I would do. See, how far is that thing? 50? 20 feet. So I'm going to cast Firebolt on this.
All right, you'll do that at advantage because he's being flanked by Johnny Cash. Overcome a 12. 24 hits. Roll me a damage.
Big roll.
6.
6. Okay, that hits him pretty hard. So what does that look like?
So I reach up my hand and cast SA Fire, and a fireball arcs out and smacks him in the chest or on the side.
All right, so you chuck your firebolt, and it goes, and it actually turns and looks at you. All right, next is this skeleton here. He's gonna move up here behind the cover of this tree, and he's gonna make an attack at disadvantage on Deddy. 18. That's disadvantage. That still hits. Goddamn.
Wow.
All right. So he's gonna deal some damage.
Oh my
And
god.
that's disadvantage because it's out of range. So like you take an arrow like directly to like
The knee.
yeah, you take an arrow to the knee and you're like
Um,
you start doing like Peter Griffin. He's like
one single tear comes out.
all right, and you are very, very wounded.
Yep.
All right. Kenzo, what do you do?
All right, and the guy next to Fiddlefinger still alive?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So he's a ghoul, so I will be his god.
Oh, by the way,
Um,
do you still need to see my stream, Kenzo, or are you good?
No, I'm in now.
Okay,
I
perfect.
hacked the mainframe with my PC. What I will do. So me and my shadow clones get into attack position, and with my boots of speed, I close in on this ghoul, and we do a kunai attack. My three
Alright.
clones attack to the front, but I feint and attack to the back.
All right, so move your guy up to where you want to be, and then roll me 2 attacks at advantage. Where do you want to be? Do you want to be like right here? Oh, you want to be?
No, I
Right
was
there.
gonna move myself in a zigzag fashion to
Oh, gotcha. I'm sorry.
be right here. Well, no, right here to attack at his back. While my shadow clones having distracted to the front.
Tell you what, you have got so much advantage on this guy. You've got your shadow clones fainting. You're flanking with Johnny Cash. Just roll me 2 damages.
I don't know how to do that.
So you'll just go into your chat, and then you'll scroll down to the very bottom of the chat, and then you'll click damage twice.
Okay, after I hit the attack, right?
No, because like you don't need to do the attack because you're definitely gonna hit him. So we're just not gonna worry about all that.
Fresh damage.
I don't have might be user error. I don't have that at the bottom of my screen.
So so you see like the top right where you see like your actually tell you what, somebody who doesn't have as much shit as I do, explain it to him because like my view looks different from his.
So you see,
I'm gonna
like,
go pee while
the-
y'all figure that out.
On the right of your screen where you have like the chat, where like the roles are.
He may not have the chat box open, but at the top right,
Hold
put
on.
the chat
Let me-
messages.
What is going on with my Discord?
Yeah. Go scroll down.
Yes, scroll down, yeah.
So my chat bar does not have a scroll down.
Your what?
Like this bar right here, it don't have a scroll. It doesn't have a scroll down.
You
Just
do two
hold
fingers.
your mouse in the chat and try to scroll.
And like some
Like put two fingers on your trackpad and push up.
But not too hard, because it's kind of a cheap piece of equipment.
oh my god.
All right, I'm back.
I could have been doing this all along. I've just been like lost in it.
Did we figure it out?
We learned how to use a laptop track.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
No, that's not a laptop. That's a PC.
Sorry, yeah, a PC trackpad. We
I'm
learned
so
how to use
pissed.
that.
I didn't know you
Wait a
could do that
second.
on this one though.
You didn't know how to use a trackpad?
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's Bowman. No, you're doing this at advantage.
okay. So we're gonna
Or wait, no, okay, so normal damage. I'm sorry, you're just doing damage, yeah. So
yeah.
yeah, roll me another one. All right. So that thing is really fucked up. What does that look like when you do that?
Alright, so as my three clones rushed into the front, he was taken aback, but he didn't know I had ran around to the back. And so I pull out both my kunai and I do a big K on his back and slashes.
You do like the Zorro thing to him.
Uh-huh.
So
Yep.
and so he really gets fucked up right there, and like a bunch of like just like gross like clear liquid starts to like ooze out of his back, and you're like, what the fuck is that?
I take a step back because I don't want to get no my drip.
Do you actually want to do that? Because then he'll be able to make an opportunity attack.
No, I just like lean back.
Yeah, you're just like, ugh. All right. Next is the skeleton over here. And he's going to move up, and he's going to take it a shot at Kinzo at advantage because he's flanked.
Oh God.
That's
No,
20.
All right, time
That's a
out.
crit.
Is this blunt damage?
Damn.
It's piercing.
Is it bluntly piercing or just?
It's like piercingly piercing, actually.
Oh, okay. Damn.
But you've got some shadow clones up. So what does he
Yes,
have to
I do.
roll in order to not hit a
do.
shadow clone?
Okay, all right. I fucking forgot about that. I hardly ever get attacked. So let me refresh everyone for the class.
You hardly ever get attacked, but every time you do, you get your ass beat.
Exactly. There's no in between. Okay, so since I have 3 up, he has to roll a 6 or higher. I must roll a 6 or higher to change the attack to a duplicate.
All right, let me roll you a d6 real quick. I've got one in my my thingy here. It doesn't light up because it's not working right, apparently. But you guys see that? That's a 1.
That means roll one more time.
Do you have advantage? Or, no, you do have not advantage. Inspiration. You do have it because I gave it to you earlier.
Let's use it. Let's use it.
Or wait, hang on. This is stupid. Why am I using a D6 when you have to roll a D6 or a 6 or higher? Let me roll a D20. This is
You
stupid.
set me up for failure.
Yeah.
I'll take back the
All right.
inspiration.
So you rolled a 13.
Okay, perfect.
So you're good. So that basically he shoots an arrow and it hits one of your shadow clones and it just goes poof and disappears.
Oh no! Wait.
Oh fuck! I dropped it. Go ahead.
And then he has to roll a D10. I mean, a 10 plus my dexterity, which is 13, to see if it even hits the shadow clone.
A D10 plus your dexterity.
And my dexterity is 3, so he has to roll a 13 higher for it to even hit the shadow clone.
All right. That is a 5. So it misses your fucking shadow clone. Well,
Yep.
actually, tell you what. Because like that was like a lot of hoops we just had to jump through. So let's just say it hits your shadow clone because he definitely crit. That was the first one.
Okay, yeah, kind of meet in the middle. Okay, I'll
Yep.
take it.
Yep, your shadow clone. So you've got 2 shadow clones remaining.
Yep, okay.
All right. Next, Johnny Cash Fiddlefinger. What do you do?
So he's surrounded. Do I have to roll an attack or just can I roll for damage?
You'll roll an attack this time because like he's got so many shadow clones. He had like 3 shadow clones attacking the same dude. Like it'll be an advantage for you, but it won't be just guaranteed.
Okay. I'm gonna use my.
Because I just like don't have a way to like calculate that into a roll. So 16 hits. Roll me a damage. 9. All right. How does that kill the guy in front of you?
So I'm limping because I shot myself in the leg and didn't trust myself with my gun to do something cool. So I take out my rapier like a samurai sword and slice up. And I slice from the bottom of his jaw just up and just clean his face off so I don't get blood on Kenzo because I saw that he was kind of grossed out on it. It just kind of spurts out on me and my dad.
So what happens is you do exactly that. And it goes like, and you're like, fuck, I missed. And then like all of a sudden, like the head starts to like slowly slide apart, and then it falls down and starts spurting blood all over you and your dad. And he says, your dad goes,
Good.
Who the fuck that
dude.
is? I've been trying to figure out who the fuck that is for the longest.
I'll show you.
And-
Remind me after this, Kenzo.
And then I'm gonna yell at everybody like, "Hey, last time we fought in this fog, undead kept coming, like endlessly. I think we need to move into the chapel."
Ghost or Glimmer says next to you. He says, "Yeah, but remember the last time we fought these guys? Actually, that was the first time we did. The second time we did, they actually ran away."
Oh, okay, cool. Never mind, Gizmo. Then I'm just gonna move. How far can I run? 30 feet.
30 feet.
Let me do this. Let me take out my good old measuring. All right, I'm going to seek shelter behind this rock.
All right. So the rock is you are now like in partial cover behind this rock. So like anything attacking you from the north is gonna have a harder time. So we're just gonna go. I'm gonna give you one of these. Actually, we're gonna give you one of these. There we go. Half cover. Perfect. All right. Glimmer's gonna go. Deddy, you're hit. He's actually gonna go over here, and then because he actually doesn't need to fly all the way up to you, he's gonna use Healing Word, and he is gonna give you
Wow.
4 points of healing.
Four.
The max he could give you.
Thanks, Glimmer.
He says, "You're welcome. Stay strong out there." Next, it is the presumable commander of these guys. He is going to move. How much movement does he have? 30? He is going to do this. He's going to move right there. Delete. There we go. He's gonna move right here. And like this guy, like everybody looks at him and he looks different from these other like skeletons here. He's like actually wearing armor. He still has skin like kind of like hanging from his face and like long white hair. And he goes, and what he's gonna do is he's gonna do an attack on Magmar. A 6 does not hit.
Sure don't.
So a big shot and a miss. Next, Magmar, what do you do?
I'm going to. Let's see. I'm going to move as close to him as I can. I don't think I can make that close. Like that. Is that 20?
You got 25. We'll go ahead and, because you're raging, we'll just go ahead and say you can move to like right here.
Okay. And then. Oops. Interface on this part's a little bit weird. I would like to use my Dragon Cum poison on him.
All right. What are you poisoning?
I guess that's a good point. The skin that's still currently attached to his body, it's still in some way.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
has-
Like what weapon
Oh
are
my
you going to
God.
attack him with?
Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna like, just gonna smear it all over the outside of the hammer.
All right, perfect.
I'm gonna throw that at him.
All right. Roll me an attack with a dwarven thrower.
All right.
Needs to overcome. Let me see what it needs to overcome. I need to click on him. A 14.
Oh god.
Wow.
22 hits.
Hey,
Roll me a damage.
Nice. Let's go.
7. All right. So explain what Dragon Cum poison does in the class.
It's one of my attacks as a free action. Once it has been determined the damage will be dealt, affected creature must succeed a 15 saving throw or take 2d6 damage.
All right.
Nice.
15.
On
Is it-
successful save, on successful save, the affected creature takes half as much damage.
All right. And it was Constitution.
Yes,
And what was the number?
15.
15. He rolled a 20.
Bummer.
Damn.
So he takes half damage, and it's one. It was 2d6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let me roll 1d6. That's 2. So that does a total of 9 damage to him, which is not insignificant.
Excellent.
So like, what does that look like?
So I'm going to see that clearly he's the commander of the battle, and in my rage, I'm thinking that like, oh man, you know, if I just head him off, like all the other guys will kind of just peter off themselves. So I reach into like my bag of unmentionals and just pull out a big old like green wad of jizz and just like rub it all over my hammer as I'm running up. And then I do like an overhand kind of somersault thing and like sling it at him.
And that dwarven thrower goes, oh, and it hits him right in the noggin. And then like some of the blood from his wound starts to like ignite, and he goes, oh, and but he quickly puts it out. And then the hammer flies right back up to you, and you catch it like Thor.
Excellent. And yeah, I think it's gonna be my turn.
All right. Johnny Cash Trumpet Finger runs on up to Lamb, or he runs up to Kinzo, and he says, "You suck! You suck! You have no talent! You have no talent! The foundation of creativity is founded upon the silence of those who are respectful to the foundation of creativity, or something. I don't know."
Listen here, white man with a list. Who the hell are you talking to? I am not for the fire.
All right. Next is the skeleton right here. He's gonna take an attack at you at advantage while you're sitting there talking to that guy. 15. Does 15 hit? It does. So he had to roll a d6 or higher to hit you. So let's go ahead and do this. Let me roll a d20. Where's my d20? The light up one. I think. A 12. So that one definitely hits. And it does 7 damage. So he fires, and it shoots yet another one of your shadow clones, and it poofs out of existence. And then he's going to move up toward Magmar, but not too close. Next, Lamb, what do you do?
Wait, you said you rolled a 12?
Yeah, 12 to hit the shadow clone.
That had to be 13.
I thought it was a
It was
6.
Yeah.
It was 10 plus his 3
Yeah,
dexterity.
10 plus 3. I was sitting here thinking about that while you were talking.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I completely misinterpreted that. You guys are totally right.
Yeah, Peter. Cheater DM.
No, I'm glad you told me. It's hard to keep track of everybody's shit.
Get together. Lock it in.
No, it's fine. My shadow clone had a shadow clone.
Nice catch.
The shadow clone like takes the arrow and it just like throws it on the ground. Lamb, what do you do? You're muted.
Sorry.
You're good.
All right. So both those guys are dead in front of me,
Yeah.
and I guess I'm gonna try to make my way over here to towards this. Let's just call him skeleton. So,
If you wanted to, you can move like all the way over to the skeleton over here. Because you're a null and you've got 40 feet of movement, and he's 42.8 feet away, so that's close enough in my opinion.
okay. I thought it was gonna be a little bit shy. All right, and I'm in reach of him, correct?
Yep. You are able to make an attack or 2 attacks because you're dual wielding.
1, 2, and what is it? Do we know what his defense is? Just
To attack him to do damage, you'll need to overcome a 13.
okay, that seems doable. And do I get advantage on that?
No.
All right.
14 hits. Go ahead and roll me another one to see if the second one hits. It'll also be an advantage.
It's at advantage.
Or I'm sorry, it regular. I'm sorry. I'm
Okay,
a doofus. 18 hits. All right, roll me. I'll actually do this for you because it gets a little bit complicated in the chat. So I'll do one with the claw, which we're just going to call a mace. I know that you want a maces. I'll fix that next time we play. So 9.
Well,
Oh, you want the claw? Okay, cool. So 9 damage and then another 8. So that's 17. How does that how does that kill him? You just fucking one shot
really?
the guy. Yeah.
So basically, I just come in straight with that Wolverine and just like right up in there into his gut, right up into his jaw. As I'm lifting off the ground, I came down with the scimitar and just chopped straight into the top of his head. That's if I can
Nice.
use the scimitar anyway, because why not?
This thing fucking crumbles before you. It is quite deceased. It only had 13 HP.
Oh,
And
well,
you dealt 17.
Overkill.
yeah, it's his
All
big
right.
brother that I want that's standing right behind him, though.
Yeah, he's the major threat right now at this point.
That's all right. We're clearing a path. Defensive stand. I'm good to go.
Perfect. All right, Ignotus, what do you do?
I'm gonna. So if I move next to Kenzo, do I have advantage like with my rolls? Is that how that works?
No, so the way that it works is like if you're attacking somebody who has somebody else within like 5 feet of them, i.e. one tile, that means that they are flanked. And then
Okay.
making an attack on a flanked enemy is an advantage. So like if you wanted to make an attack on like well actually nobody is flanked right now, so
Right. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I wanted to. I'm gonna move next to Kenzo anyway,
all right.
so I can get visual on this guy. And I'm gonna use. Acid arrow
Nice. Roll me.
on the white. What do I have to roll?
You have to overcome a 14, but go ahead and make the thing. I think acid arrow works a little bit differently than a normal attack.
You mean to read it?
Yeah, go ahead and read it
Give me a second.
for the class.
Shimmering green arrow streaks towards a target within range and bursts in a spray of acid. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 4d4 acid damage immediately and 2d4 acid damage at the end of its next turn. On a
Perfect.
miss, the arrow splashes the target with acid for half as much of the initial damage and no damage at the end of its next turn.
Nice. Okay, roll me an attack. You need to overcome, what did I say, a 14? A 14, yes.
Yes, sir. Um,
15 hits.
let's fucking go.
Roll me a damage.
1 second.
Is that right? It was 4d4?
Yeah. Yep, that's
Hell
what it
yeah.
rolled.
Fuck yes.
I don't know how I do the second one though.
I'll do it for you later.
Yeah.
All right. So he takes 14 damage. What does that look like when you do that?
I'm gonna like bring out both of my hands and extend them, and then the arrow's gonna just form in the air, and I'm just gonna direct it towards him, and it's gonna strike him right in the chest, and acid's just gonna splash all over him.
Yeah, so this thing basically it passes right through him, and like basically his whole torso starts to like kind of like corrode and smoke with like acid, kind of like in like Alien, and and then like he's like just like completely drenched from like the sternum down in acid. So that was a really, really effective spell right there.
Word. And that's it. That's all I got.
All right, Deddy, what do you do?
I'm gonna go ahead and use one of my heal potions.
All right, that'll be a bonus action. Go ahead and click on that in your inventory. And then do the healing in the chat. 7 points of healing. So that gives you 13 HP. You are actually looking pretty good.
I'm gonna go ahead and just stay where I'm at right now.
All right, perfect. All right, next. Guardian, what do you do?
So, I'm going to move right here so I can see.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use. So that's dead. And I'm just gonna peek in here. I'm gonna use Fireball. Pull it up.
Fireball, like your scroll?
No, Firebolt. Sorry.
Oh, gotcha.
Not Fireball. It's the only
On the white?
on the white. Yeah.
All right, 7 does not hit, unfortunately.
Sad. All right, and then let's see, how far can this go? And I will move this to right there.
All right, perfect. So the sword flies right up there and kind of gets and starts like kind of like defending. It starts like kind of like hoisting itself in the air and like kind of like pointing itself toward the white in a defensive stance, kind of like protecting Magmar and Lamb here. And now it's this guy's turn. So what he's going to do is he's going to come over this way, and he's going to take a shot at Ignotus. Does a 10 hit? It does not.
It's not.
So it hits you, but it like bounces right off of your elven chainmail that you got from that wall mimic. Next, it is Kinzo. What do you do?
So I'm looking. Everybody's dead, aren't they? Where's the person that's alive?
So the people that are alive are to your east. The skeleton up here, and then the white over here, and then there's another skeleton over in these trees that is kind of obfuscated by the fog. You would need to get a little bit closer to see him.
Okay, I see him now. Okay. With my new understanding of how this PC works. I fucking.
I just realized my camera's not back on.
40 feet. Okay, so this skeleton to the far east.
Okay.
I really want to 1v1 him to kind of prove my mettle to the group.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna move like the full 30.
So you do have the boots of speed, though. So I think that does something for you. I think that means that you can like run further. Let me see what that does.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, you can use a bonus action. Yeah, so you can use your bonus action to run right up in front of them if you wanted
Okay. So I stopped to tie my boots of speed, and then I went another 10 feet.
to. All right, boom.
And so now I came up on him like so fucking fast. And so I'm gonna do just a simple kunai attack. And the way I do that is I wish I could visualize it for y'all because it's so fucking cool. Stab him in the chest with one kunai while I spin around and stab him in the back with the other.
Nice. Roll me 2 attacks. A 12 does not quite hit. A 5 does not hit at all.
Okay, so when I stabbed him, he's a ghoul, and so I guess I went in between both his rib cages.
Yeah, so like you go to stab him in the head and it goes like right through his eye socket, but like because he's a skeleton, there's just nothing there, and you're like fuck. So you go to spin around and then you stab him in the back, but it goes through 2 of his rib cage, his 2 ribs. So
That's
it just
hilarious.
does nothing, and you're like, God fucking damn it.
And my bonus action was just like, "Hey man, my bad."
He looks at you and he goes, "Brrr, you did that on purpose." All right, next.
All right, so I fucked.
This skeleton right here takes a shot at advantage on Kinzo. Does an 18 hit? It does. Let's
It's my
roll
shadow
damage. Okay, yeah. So he has to roll a 13 to see if he hits your shadow clone.
Oh, well, I have to roll. I have 2 shadow clones left, so I have to roll an 8 or higher to see if it hits my shadow clone or hits me.
Okay, gotcha. So let me do this then. This is a D20, yes. So we're gonna roll. You said a what or higher?
8 or higher with 2 shadow
8 or
clones.
higher. That is a 20, so that hits a shadow clone.
Yes.
And then it
and
has
so
to be a
now,
13 or higher to destroy it.
yeah.
It has to be an 8 or higher.
13 or
13.
higher to destroy it.
That is a 17.
Oof.
So he shoots another one of your shadow clones, and it just poof, it disappears. You've only got 1 left.
Row.
All right, next is Johnny Cash. What do you do?
If I'm behind this tree, do I still have cover from these guys to the east?
Yeah, you
Right
would need to
here?
be behind that tree, yeah, and then you would be at half
Perfect.
cover. So if they did an attack on you that was in range, it would be a disadvantage. But if they're outside of their effective range, they can't hit you at all.
Perfect. I'm getting rid of that illusion. And I'm gonna shoot my dad.
You're gonna shoot your dad?
Yeah.
It's real Caucasian of you.
I don't have
Alright.
to roll. I don't have to roll an attack because I know it's an illusion. Correct.
Let's just say, what do you do? What do you do?
I just take out my gun and I say, "Hey, Dad." He'll turn to me and then
He turns around and he says, "You suck. You have no talent."
I said, "I don't suck at shooting."
And you shoot him and he goes, "Oh, oh, oh." He like lays on the ground and goes, "Oh, oh, oh, oh," and then he disappears.
Let's see. I was here. That was 20, and then I'd be 35. Never mind. All right, and now I'm just gonna go sideways in a very timid stance behind the tree.
Right. So you're just gonna take a little hide here. So you're within full cover now at this point.
Yep.
So we're gonna give you one of these. There we go. All right, perfect. Next is Glimmer. Glimmer's gonna go, Johnny Cash, you're hit again. I'm gonna give you one of these. And then
one.
he rolls a 1. He gives you 1 little tiddlywink of health.
Thanks, Gizmo. That's one more than I had before.
It's like, sorry, it has to be the fog.
It's okay.
All right, now it is the white's turn. The white is going to come up here. He's actually going to run up on Kinzo.
Oh shit.
He's going to do one of these at advantage because he's flanking. And 8, you are a lucky son of a bitch. You are a lucky son of a bitch that does not hit you. He reaches out and he grasps you by the arm, and it's like the coldest thing you've ever felt. And then you just jerk away real fast and you punch him in the face.
He just slaps his hand.
Can't drain this drip.
All right.
Hey, 2d4 on the way.
You're right. Yeah, it's coming up. Oh, yeah, 2d4. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go back up to the damage from the last one. I'm going to roll damage again. We're going to do this. We're going to cut it in half. So 9, we're going to say 5. So, as he does that, the reason he doesn't hit is because, the rest of his body is just, dematerializing. It is just, melting away. And he is not able to get that attack off. Perfect. I'm glad you reminded me, because I forgot. Magmar Moose Knuckle, what do you do?
I'm gonna pull up directly catacorner too. And I'm gonna take some swipes at him with my axe. Does this actually? I want to do it recklessly so I can have advantage.
So you'll have advantage regardless because Kinzo's there.
Okay. Oh, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
17 hits. 18 hits. Roll me 2 damages. 8. That you gotta be fucking kidding me. You have got to be fucking kidding me. I was like, dude, I think it's gonna be so cool if he rolls an 8 and a 9. I think it's gonna be. How does that kill him?
Nice.
So I'm gonna run straight up on him. I'm gonna grab his hand that's holding his little sword, and I'm gonna chop that off. And then I'm gonna come around and grab him from the ankle and kind of make him lose his balance as he drops to the floor, and then I'm gonna come straight down with both axes in between his back, crack his rib cage open, Iron Eagle style.
Hell yeah, fuck yeah, that is fucking radical. You're getting inspiration for that. That is so fucking cool.
All right.
You give him the fucking Iron Eagle. That I've never heard anybody else talk about that.
Nice.
Viking bitch.
All right. So that's exactly what happens. And then this white, you split him open with the Iron Eagle from your 2 axes. If he had lungs to fuck with, you would probably yank him up out of his body and give him the Crimson Eagle too. But so he is dead as fuck. And then as he dies, you hear a scream in the background from the skeleton. And it looks over and looks at his dead commander, and it goes, and then it falls apart.
Nice.
It is dead. And so is this one right here by Kinzo. And then the forest side falls silent.
Good work.
We fucked them up, boy.
Some good rolls for sure.
All right. I'm going to let everybody kind of talk about what our next steps want to be. But before I go, here's what happens. Because I've got to go pee real quick, and I'm going to make myself a whiskey. But as you guys are all kind of looking around and securing the area, Magmar, you're kind of you're looking around for the next target, and then you realize the hairs on your arms start to settle down. You're like, it's over. It's over again. Another point for Magmar. And then all of a sudden, you see Reznov appear beside you, and he says, "Well done, Mason. Now, you must infiltrate this enemy objective here. I will tell you, from my experience, this place seems large enough that it might have more than one entrance. Do not trust the front one."
I understood, Captain.
And then, as you say that, you look over to look at him to say that, but he's gone. All right. Everybody, just take a few minutes. If you guys want to do a short rest or anything, now would be the time. You guys are all kind of wounded a little bit. I'm gonna go pee, and I'll be right back after I make my whiskey and pee.
Please, I need a rest.
Hey man, I had a
Yeah.
flashback, and my commander told me we should not go in the front, just like on the real. Like, trust me, I have a sixth sense about these things.
Jen
Alright,
is
word.
actively
You're-
in the building right
I
now.
know.
Hey, Kenzo,
Get outta
man, that was
there.
pretty balls of you running up straight up on that skeleton, bro.
Right? And I fucking fucked it up. I missed everything. I'm glad it was like way back here in the back and nobody really saw.
You got points for running up on him, though.
That's it.
Guys, I'm
I'm
really
nothing if not
hurt.
brave.
I'm really hurt.
Hey, do you
And
think
then
we
me
should
just like bitching in the background.
you think we should go to sleep so that some of our wounds will magically go away?
Yeah, we can take like a rest. How do we do that? We take a rest.
Sure, he does it for us.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll just get my CPAP and
I'm gonna sleep within the discarded corpse of this white.
Jesus.
Just use it like the fucking what's the thing from Star Wars? He cuts
Yeah,
it
like
open?
Luke Skywalker. Yeah, where he cuts
yeah,
open the fucking
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Oh, what is it? A
fucking Blue
tauntaun? I
Camel.
think is that what it is? Yeah.
So
That's
can we take
hilarious.
a long rest?
It'll be a short one,
Short one?
I believe. That's what he said.
So, hey, Fiddlefinger, what was up with that crazy motherfucker?
Yeah.
My dad.
So
yeah, I was trying to figure
thinks
out who
you're
the hell
not
that
worth
was
shit, huh?
all night.
Yeah, he's really upset with me because I didn't play the trumpet. I played
What?
the fiddle.
Why didn't you play the trumpet?
I think it's gay.
And why isn't the fiddle gay?
Got me laid.
Well, did it help you?
To help me?
Did it help you when you got laid?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Did it?
I did.
It didn't help my performance, but it helped it go in.
It would be an
Everybody?
incredible story arc if you if Fiddlefinger gets a trumpet later on in the story, and it's just like this all-powerful thing.
I'll break it.
Everybody say hello to Beat Boop.
Hello, Beep Boop.
Hey, beep boop.
Hello.
Goodbye, Beep Boop.
Beep boo.
All right, Beat Boop's gonna go play.
We're doing a short rest, DM.
All right,
Oh,
so
and
do you want to
also-
use your Song of Rest, or are we actually gonna sleep for a couple hours?
I can do my song of rest. Yeah, that makes more sense. I got a question too.
Okay.
Can I take the boss's sword?
The boss's sword.
The
You
one
sure
that we just
can.
killed? What is
Yeah.
it?
So you pick up the sword, like, and like you try to like pull it away from his hand, but it's like hands are all kind of like necrosed and like crumpled up. You're like, yeah, and you like yank it off. The whole hand comes with it, and you're like, ugh, and you like get it off. This is just a regular long sword. Doesn't seem to be magical
I don't
in
think I
any way.
can. I don't think I can use a long sword.
You cannot.
Hey, whoever wants this long sword is too heavy for my dainty little hands.
I already have a sword called Mama Jumbo.
The dead guy who was holding it, man. That's gross.
I mean, I'll take it if I can.
I mean, you do not have proficiency with martial weapons at all.
All right, well, fuck.
Song of Rest. All right. So everybody hears a little ditty. It sounds kind of like, and everybody is gonna rest up real quick. Let me go ahead and apply a short rest to everybody. Short rest. Let me go ahead and take off everybody's status effects as well. So, in terms of like how we want to kind of start doing this here, did I not short rest everybody? Yes. Oh, there we go.
I'm really hurt.
Tell you what, we're just gonna. I'll reset you because you're a warlock. It's not working right for some reason.
Does that refill my spell slots? A short rest?
A short rest does not refill your spell slots, but you can use your arcane recovery to get a spell slot back.
Okay. I think I'll hold off, but that's good to know.
All right. So, Daddy, we will go ahead and rest you. Everybody, actually, everybody else is good. So there's no reason to rest everybody.
So
I got a little
Mag-
damage.
Yeah, let me go ahead and
Magmar
do you up real quick. Where's Magmar?
told us that he has some intuition not to go in the front door.
Okay. So, what do we want to do? Do we want to start kind of exploring for other points of entry here?
Should we get
Seems like
Old
we-
Orc before we do that?
Yeah, somebody go get Old Orc.
Hey,
Can I send my shadow clone after him?
hey, DM, I take it back. I will use my
Glimmer, can you go
I,
get
I was
Lord?
I was just reading it my arcane recovery.
All right. What I'm going to do, we're just going to give you that spell slot back. There you go. Perfect. You're back at full ammo.
Thank you, sir.
Alright,
Do
so
I
you
need to
guys
say
use
I'm
the
going to
Lord?
dispel my shadow clone jutsu so I can activate it again anew, or does it
Yeah.
just?
We'll just make it go away. And then somebody goes and gets Old Orc.
Yep. Glimmer
Alright,
does.
So Old Orc comes. Glimmer's like, Old Orc, we just finished a big fight. Come on. He says, a big fight? I can't believe I missed that. And he looks around and he's like, this was a medium fight at best. Oh, look at that doggy.
Oh yeah, look at that
He's so
dog.
heavy now.
Can I pet that
my
dog?
Pet that dog.
Thanks, man. You owe me a Coke.
Yeah.
But all right. So, what do we want to do?
So we obviously don't want to go in the front, so let's we can survey the perimeter.
Yeah, sneaky beaver around the trees. That's what I want to do.
Let's do
All
it.
right. I'm gonna let you guys kind of navigate freely until somebody finds something.
All right.
I'm gonna
All
check
right,
the
Sylvie, let's
perimeter
go
here,
look for
Teddy.
clues.
Oh wow, this is a really big building.
Oh, hey guys, there's 2 buildings. And there's a
Ooh.
door right here.
There's a well over here. Can we get in through the well?
There's
Oh,
a well up
God.
there.
You saying well is just triggering to me.
Uh-oh, wait a second. Guardian, what do
Something.
you see?
I see
Oh,
this is like a shed. Like
You see a shed, but what else do you see in front of you?
some sort of dead person thing.
So what you see another cultist in front of like a large stone, like sort of like obelisk that seems to have like an indention in the front of it. And make me a nature check. So you look around and like you just like see a bunch of bushes, you see like some shrubs, you see like some trees in the background, but like nothing really sticks out to you.
Yeah.
Can I do a perception check in this room to see if there's anything worth value?
So okay, so here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna kind of split off into 2 tangents right here. So Guardian, Deddy, and Ignotus, you guys are over here, and Magmar, wherever you want to be, and Lamb. Do you guys want to commit to either the right or the left?
I'll come
I'll
over
be
here.
back at the right. That's really where I was.
All right, cool. So over here, oh, and Kinzo, you're over here on the right too?
Yeah, did everybody go in the building?
Yeah, everybody's kind of in the building right now. That's on the right hand side. So like Johnny Cash, make me a perception check. You need to roll me a 12 or higher.
Am I at advantage since I'm surrounded with everybody or no?
No, that's not how those work.
Nah, it'd been cool if it was.
You don't notice anything.
Can I?
Oh, good.
No, you're good. Go ahead, Jacob.
I was just gonna see if I could do a perception as well.
Make me a perception check, 12 or higher.
Lamb, please. It's up to you, Lamb.
Lamb, make me a perception check, 12 or higher. Oh shit, I
Kenzo,
forgot my water in the other room. I'll be right back.
Kenzo, get in here
Go ahead and
just in
make that
case.
check. I'll be right back.
Ooh, I'm gonna get chips.
You just imagine Mike
forgot
going to work tomorrow showing someone how to use a trackpad. Like he's known how to use it.
Yeah. Did you
I
guys
didn't
know you
know
could
it could
push
be
up on it?
I had no idea. I've just been like being lost in the roles.
It's like
For
next
weeks.
time someone doesn't know how to use it, he's like, I know how to do that.
Yeah.
He thinks back to this
It's
moment.
a complicated PC, guys.
All right, can I do that perception check now?
Oh yeah, totally. Whenever you're ready.
All right, normal.
You gotta be kidding me.
What I made?
Kenzo! Kenzo,
Kenzo,
please, it's up to you.
get your
Now
ass
it's
in
time
there.
for Kenzo to do it.
You guys are so unperceptive.
Oh, like clearly.
It's like almost at this point it should be an advantage because I see where others are going wrong.
Yeah, but I mean they're seeing nothing.
I'm just like, that's a fucked up chair over there.
Actually, I'm 35% blind in this eye, and this eye.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, you guys are
You
just all
guys have-
squinting at a wall.
Are we all stupid?
Are you,
You guys are all like sitting there and you're like, this place smells like fucking mold, man. I hear this shit's bad for you. And like fucking like Magmar's like, yeah, actually, I heard the black mold can kill you. We should probably get out of here.
I'm fucking drawing my name at the dust with my finger.
Yeah, maybe we should switch sides. Maybe they come over here.
So here's what's happening over here. So Guardian, you see nothing but just like a bunch of nature all around.
Yeah, yeah.
Ignotus, make me a nature check.
Right.
And then Daddy, you do too. $23.
Let's
Oh,
go,
okay.
dude.
Right, Daddy, what do you do?
Where the hell is this over here?
Yeah, man.
How did we
Where's
all
it?
collectively roll an average of a 5?
It'll be in your skills. In your character sheet, it'll be kind of like at the bottom left. Or
Which one
actually
am I-
kind of like the middle.
perception? Which one am I rolling? Sorry.
It'll be nature.
Gotcha.
This will be
Got it.
okay. It was 12 or higher.
Nice.
So 23 and 15. So Daddy and Ignotus, you look around and you're like, it seems very odd to me that there is like specifically like a formation of bushes around this dead body that does not seem natural. And then all of a sudden, hold on, everybody go back to where everybody just was before everybody started kind of shifting around there. All right. So here's what happens. Right as you guys are thinking about that, you guys realize, or no, here's what happens. I'm sorry. Let me move Ignotus out of the way for just a split second. Here's what happens. Actually, let me reset this. Reset this. And so, Ignotus, you are right here,
Oh shit.
like
Rolling
standing
for
right next
initiative.
to one of these bushes, and all of a sudden, you go, something wraps itself around your leg as fast as fuck, and the thorns of this vine start to dig their way into your leg, and you're like, oh, god damn, fuck! And you are like restrained. You guys look around, and all of these bushes around this fanatic here are moving and alive and hungry. We're all gonna roll initiative. We already have, and you guys are in a fight. Let me see.
Hell no,
let me
I'm
go.
sure this is a building mimic.
Yeah, no, you just get swallowed and you go into its guts. All right, let me go to this song here. All
Am I,
right,
am I supposed to see bushes? I don't see any bushes.
I do not see any either.
I'm setting them up right now. They were all invisible
Oh.
because they were just bushes.
It's like the air.
All right. First is this guy right here. He is going to move to right here. He's going to make an attack. He's going to rake Guardian. 17. I believe Does that hit?
I have a
17 hit.
17. Yeah.
He does 1 damage to you. So he like kind of like scrapes at you, and it like doesn't even break the skin. Next is Deddy. What do you do?
I'm gonna go ahead and move right here. I'm gonna go ahead and attack the shrub right in front of me with flurry of blows.
All right, roll me 2 unarmed attacks, and you'll do this at advantage because you're flanking with Guardian. $19 hits. 21 hits. Roll me 2 damages. 3. 3. All right. What does that look like?
You just punch a bush.
Honestly, I just kind of look at it for a second and I say, I guess I punch, and just give like a good old punch in the bush.
All right. So you give the old onesie twosie, and you go, psh, psh, and like you knock off like you punch it the first time, and it like knocks off like a big like swoop of its side of its bush, so it kind of looks like you're like kind of manicuring it right now. As like
There's just leaves flying.
Yeah, exactly. And then you take the second one, and like all of a sudden, like everybody just sees like this big like swirling of like wind and like a flurry of blows, and like now this bush looks like a swan, swan.
So you're saying she trimmed the bush?
She trimmed the bush. What else do you do? You still got an action and your movement.
Let's do some. I don't know. I'm not happy with my job there, so I'm gonna get my nunchucks out. Maybe I need some better tools.
All right, roll me an attack at advantage. Is that a crit?
It is.
Oh wait, no, that's a 17 plus 4. I don't know why it says 21. That's
Oh.
yeah, I don't know why it's
17
green.
plus 4 is 21.
Man, fuck you, shut up. All right, 6 damage. How does that kill it?
Honestly, I just take my nunchucks and just continue to beat it until there's no leaves left.
So like this thing is like in the shape of a swan, and then like you just take your nunchucks and start beating the fucking shit out of it. And you're like, psh, psh, and then like you you lop the swan's head off. You like smash this thing. It starts like falling apart, and then like before too long, it's just a pile of leaves and sticks and twigs at your feet.
Good work.
And what else do you do?
That's my turn.
All right. Ignotus, what do you do? You are currently restrained. This thing is around your legs right now. You're basically occupying the same space.
So can I like roll to get out, or like, does it like prohibit my movement at all, or like my moves at all? So
let's say this: you can move at half speed, but the thing is coming with you.
Okay, fuck it. I don't care then. I'm gonna shoot some magic missiles at this bush that is got me tangled.
All right. Shoot your first magic missile. Do me a damage. 5. All right.
Word.
You reckon this thing is like half dead? It's just like your magic missile. What does it do?
It literally comes out of my hand and instantly hits the bush, and a couple twigs fly off.
All right. Roll me another one. All right. How does that kill it?
It goes to the center, like the biggest trunk of the bush, and just goes straight through it, and just the whole thing just splinters everywhere.
All right, it goes, and then it like falls apart. Oh. It's like Braden's magic missile you just cut, and it just disappears. All right, roll me another magic missile, and who do you want to hit?
I'll take the one to my south.
2. All right, so your third magic missile flies through it, and like a bunch of limbs and fucking sticks fly out the back of it, but it's still up and moving. All right, next, Guardian, what do you do?
I'm going to don't really have much, like... Just use Firebolt. This one next took notice.
All right, how does that kill it?
It burns up like Moses just looked at it.
It goes, and you're like, holy shit! Fire is these things' weaknesses, and it dies. What else do you do?
That's all I can do, really.
All right. Next, it is this awakened shrub right here. He's gonna make an attack at Guardian. Does a 12 hit? No, it is not. Next, it is this shrub. And he's gonna make an attack at Ignotus. Does a 6 hit? No, it is not. Next, it is Deddy. What do you do?
Let's go ahead and attack the bush diagonal to me.
All right. With your nunchucks?
Yep. Nunchucks
Alright.
were efficient last time, so let's see.
Roll me attack at advantage. Is that a crit? That
That's a
actually
crit.
is a crit.
Yeah, that's a crit. Yeah.
Hell
Roll me
yeah.
some crit damage.
Nice.
3 plus 2 plus 2. That doesn't make any sense. We're gonna say this because that doesn't make any fucking sense at all. How can you roll crit damage? How does this kill this guy right here?
I take my nunchucks at the roots. How about that? And I literally yank his ass out of the ground.
All right. You yank his ass up out of the ground, and then like you're like, and like 4 or 5 feet of roots come out, and you're like, what the fuck? And then you go, and like all in all, there's like 12 feet of roots, and it just like comes out, and it like goes, and then he just dies.
Jeez.
All right. Next, or is that all you do?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Ignotus, you're up.
More magic missiles.
All right. So you're shooting 3 magic missiles at this shrub guy right here. I know that's gonna kill him, so let's
Yeah.
not even worry about all that. So yeah, that's
Alright.
already almost dead. So how does that kill him?
I kind of like Daddy's approach. So the missiles are gonna go under the ground and go straight for the root system and just explode underground.
All right. So like they go and they go underground, and then you hear like a boom. You ever seen that video of that dude accidentally blowing up his backyard?
Yeah. Yeah. No, we
So,
were
like-
talking about trimmers earlier. You know, you ever seen them like where they fucking
Oh, yeah.
lower the trimmer from underground? Yeah.
Uh-huh. And you go, and like a bunch of like dirt and stuff flies up out of the ground, and it is dead. And then the hillside falls silent. And then let me turn on the correct music. There we go. All right. So that's what happens to you guys. Over here, everybody's sitting here, and they're like, man, I sure hope there ain't a fight going on to our left. What do we all decide to do over here in the shed?
Well, I
I
want
think
to check the history of the stonework on the on the chimney.
That is really fucking. I'm so glad you did that. I'm glad. Roll a history check. Roll me a history
Actually, it
check.
should-
You need to roll me a
it should be
5 or
a-
higher.
It should be advantage also because I have like a stonecutter lore thing or some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Nice.
You recognize this. Like, you're like, wait a second. And you look at the fireplace, and it's kind of like curved and arched, kind of like really, really ornamentally. And you look around at the rest of the building, and you're like, wait a second. I recognize the stonework. This is old style Landarothi.
Oh, that's good information. Hey guys, this stone, this chimney, bro, this old school like Landarothi. In case y'all were wondering.
Oh, Landarothi.
Let me finish writing my name in the dust.
That's who blew up all the stuff, right?
Yeah, man, they were like a big deal. Tell you
So
what.
I mean, wait, then that means that we could probably be by one of those things that all the undead are coming from. The like we encountered in the fog before, like that statue. It's radioactive.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait,
Makes sense.
is this place radioactive?
So, like, you don't feel any tingling on your skin or anything. This place, like, obviously, like, if there was gonna be a nuclear explosion here, shit would be a lot more fucked up than it is. This is just falling apart from disuse.
Interesting.
I was imagining dragons.
Wait a second. Wait a second. If this is a lander oath that could be a hideout, could have been a post. Freaking what's his name? At the inn. Sherman?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Cyrano,
Sure.
the guy that you've interacted with more than anyone else in this campaign. The NPC that you've spoken to the most, and you can't remember his fucking name.
Cyrano is lander oath thing. And then he apparently
isn't
knows
Guardian?
about this tab that we're getting. So he's gonna be pretty familiar with this spot. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
I'm just saying.
What are you saying? I mean, do you have any proposal for what we should do though with the eye of the thing?
Hey, while you guys are like kind of like discussing like the implications of all of this, I'm gonna go make myself a little whiskey real fast. Reader, just go on like a diatribe about like how Cyrano it was Landerothi and so is this place, and there's an evil book here.
There's an evil book here.
Fiddlefinger.
There's an evil book here. As soon as like we mentioned it, Cyrano wants it, and he says he's going to destroy it. All right. And it may cost him his life. But we thought this had to do with the cultists. And we know for a fact now that this is Landerothi area, which could have been before the war, which means whatever seal we're getting could have been owned by the Landerothi.
I mean, that seems most likely. It's like definitely old school Landerothi stuff.
So I don't know. I know we gave him that truth serum and everything. We gave him that truth serum and everything, but
I think Cyrano's cool, man. Like,
back.
I don't have any huge issue with him. I think he's.
Yeah, I don't think he's trying to.
I'm just saying, it's something to keep in mind. It's something to keep in mind. That
can I want to throw a chair at Johnny Cash.
All right, throw a chair at Johnny Cash Fiddlefinger. Make me.
You gotta roll. Hold on, I'll tell you what you gotta roll. You gotta roll 14 or higher.
See, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna roll this d20. If I roll a 14 or higher, let's just see what happens here.
Yeah, I got an idea if it doesn't hit.
You've got to be fucking kidding me! I swear to God, this is a 1.
Oh.
Perfect. That works out perfect for my idea.
So here's what's gonna happen.
Oh, please! I wanted to say what I would do.
Okay, well,
Please.
first of all, we'll collaborate. What happens?
He throws this chair at me, but he kind of slips, so it's very soft at me, and I kind of catch it, and I just slam it on the ground and say, "I thought dwarves were strong."
So here's what happens.
Oh.
If you all will notice, in like Guardian, like if you want to move your character over here so like stream can see what's going on, I'll do it for you. Here,
Yeah.
I got you. You can kind of see what's happening over here. All right. In here. So, as everybody can see, Johnny Cash Fiddlefinger is here. Magmar is here, and Magmar fucking hucks a broken, busted chair at Fiddlefinger, and Fiddlefinger catches it and he throws it on the ground, and he says, "I thought dwarves were supposed to be strong." But then everybody hears like a. You you guys look behind you. And Johnny Cash, what you do is you open this door right here. You're like, what the fuck was that sound? You reckon
Oh, there's a trap door.
this big gash in the wall right here was big enough such that the leg of that chair could fly down and fall into this hole right here. This hole goes a long ways down.
Can I shoot? I have a firebolt. Can I shoot it down there to see how far it goes?
Yeah, actually, I've got a better idea. Let me do this.
Thanks for throwing the chair, short man.
It was more than you were doing. You're just sitting there bitching.
So Glimmer flies down here.
I'll be the first to take a hit for Magmar. But if I'm right, if that old man is up to something, I'm telling you.
Glimmer says, "Oh, well done finding this hole, y'all." And then Glimmer says, "Leave it to Johnny Cash Fiddlefinger to find some hole."
Hey, Gizmo, I'm gonna dap him up.
You feel something dap you up.
I'm like, nice.
All right, he says, "I'm gonna go down there and see what's going on." And then he goes down there and sees what's going on. Actually, that's what I need to do too. So let me do this. He comes back up and he says, "Guys, there's a whole crypt down there. There's like a large structure below us right here. I think it has to be connected to the rest of this facility."
Magmar,
Let's go.
how much rope do you have now?
Magmar has plenty of rope.
Yeah, dude. I got all the rope, man.
Gizmo, I have an idea. Gizmo, can you go down the well and see if it's connected too?
He says, "Yeah, I'll give it a shot." He goes down there and he flies down. He comes back up and reports back and he says, "It goes pretty deep, but eventually it's just water. It doesn't go nearly as deep as this hole does, but it does hit the water vein."
Cool. I wanna bust a hole big enough where we could fit in.
Oh, it's already big enough.
Oh, I thought you said it was just the leg of the chair. Oh, okay.
No. The leg of the chair did not bust this hole open. It fell down the hole, and you heard it go conk, 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 conk. If you guys would have fucking actually rolled decently for your perception checks, y'all would have felt a draft of wind.
Oh. Can I go down the hole?
Instead you're looking at a star.
Use this rope to report.
Yeah, how do we feel? So, like, I'm gonna let y'all take about a minute here while I sit here and hit my vape to decide what we want to do next. Do we want to like all go downstairs? Like, do we want to continue exploring? Because I'll tell you, we have like the other side of the group was pretty close to discovering something as well, but I'm not going to tell you which is the better one.
Okay, just to make clear, an average 5 on perception check didn't get us a gust of wind.
You need to get a 10 because like everybody's wearing clothes. Like everybody would have like basically needed to feel something at their ankles. So like it's like enough to where like a 10 would have been enough, like the average of like a D20, but like nobody rolled a 10 or higher. So like everybody.
I was gonna argue that, but I rolled a fucking 3. Like my cape would have been flowing, like my robe, but I rolled a fucking 3, so I'm just ditzy.
It just seems like a 3 would have got you gust of wind.
No, not this time.
Well, it wasn't a gust, right? It was just a little.
It's just a draft. This is draft.
Well, what I was gonna say, so Cannon, you guys are still over there. Should we?
Well, here's the thing. Like everybody kind of like moved their characters over here. Like, did we just like decide to come over here after that fight? Like, what's going on?
No, I want to stay over there.
I
I
wanna
was
stay over there
in there
too,
while you were
yeah.
talking.
Yeah.
I think they just came over here because you had moved Guardian over there. But I would say like.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have definitely thought of. I need to move everybody. That was stupid of me.
I just wanted to see what was going on.
Yeah,
What if they carried on like? Yeah, like how you do the dream sequences, like it jumps. How about we go over there? If they discover what they have, great. Then we can make a party decision.
Yeah,
And then if not, then we have this one.
because there is a communication network right now. Like Guardian and Kenzo have sending stones, so like y'all could be like communicating back and forth if y'all want
We
to.
have to talk to them. I mean, we wouldn't just like
Yeah, I
rush
was-
into this thing without like grabbing the rest of
I was
our
about to
say-
buddies. Let's go make a
I was
decision.
thinking we could go group up over there anyway because we were already like pretty
We
sure
don't
this
need
is a
to
way
use
in.
cell phones.
Yeah. So how does that happen?
We exit the door.
I'll remind you that Guardian and Kenzo, y'all both have sending stones.
Yeah.
Use your
Through
stuff.
my sending stone, I noticed sounds of battle coming from Guardians in, so I tune in. I said, "Hey, G, what's going on your side?"
What's up, Kay? We're fighting some bushes.
So fucking funny. Like I thought you were just calling him gangster. Like.
Oh no, it's G for Guardian.
Oh my fucking god! I thought you were just like, "What's up, G?"
These bushes just came alive. They ambushed us, but we took care of them. What's going on over there?
Wait, hold
Oh,
up,
man.
hold up. Everybody stop. Kyle, are you saying that you were ambushed?
Wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
we I'm trying to think of a better pun. I can't.
It's not possible.
I don't think it is
Can't be-
possible. That was great.
Oh man, you were stuttering, so I guess the battle was pretty tough.
Yeah. He's trying to do a raid
we're trying to
mechanic.
figure out what's we're trying to figure out what's going on here. We're not very perceptive, but we felt a gust of wind, and I think there's more to be found where we are. Do y'all want to come and help?
There's still this inscription over here on this thing. We're still trying to figure out.
It's not an inscription; it's an indention.
Sorry,
Yeah,
an indention.
you idiot.
But I think there's still some stuff over here we wanted to look at, but once we're done, we'll come over and help you. I think.
Okay,
So I think
just
we
keep me
I think he's saying that they're
updated.
not totally furnished.
Beep boop.
Beep boop.
And he hung up the phone. Not your cat. Not everything's about your cat, DM.
I was looking around for my cat because I just realized that she's
Oh,
not
yeah, I
in the
was
line
just-
of sight right now. It's kind
I
of
was just
weird.
hanging up the stone.
And you had that on speaker, right?
Yeah, it's on speaker.
It's loud enough to where like anybody can hear it, like within like earshot, as long as they're like not covering it up. Kenzo, were you covering it up?
Oh no.
Okay, everybody heard that.
I want to investigate this indention.
All right, roll me an intelligence check.
Do I, with my eyes and
we gotta
minute
be-
seeing, do I roll it at advantage or does it just increase my stats? I forget
Just
what
do it at
does.
advantage. I'm sorry, yeah, do it at advantage. I don't think it does it automatically.
It's one.
So 12. So like yeah, so what you see in front of you, there's like a bas relief of like carved into like a pale sort of stone. And like you rub your hands across it and like you can't actually make it out because it's too old, but like you do like run your fingers across like the individual letters, like almost like you're like doing braille, and you're able to like determine what the words are. And it says, "Here lies Euphrates, devoted husband and loving father."
So Frades. I say it out loud so the others can hear.
Who's so free?
Everybody hears Zophrades, and everybody make me a history check. Everybody that's over here. So Dedi, Ignotus, and Guardian. While you're making those checks, I'm gonna go pee real quick because I've been drinking too much and fucking I've got to pee too much.
Mike,
Actually, everybody
place a
fucking
order for a
roll
Foley
before I
catheter.
leave. So here's what happens. So Dedi and Ignotus, y'all recognize like Zophrades, like there was actually like a really like interesting like like controversy between a Zophrades and his wife, oh God, what's her name? Delphine. And you remember that like about 50 years ago, there was like a really like well-loved like celebrity couple that was like really well known for cartography and like going and mapping the world. And you remember that there was a situation where Zophrades and Delphine got married, and basically what happened shortly after was that they had a child, and then their child mysteriously disappeared. And there was like a whole like pointing like he said she said court case. Ultimately nothing came of it. Eventually they both died because they were both humans. They don't have like very long lifespans. And they were, you remember that like it was big in the news at the time that like they were both buried separately.
Wow.
Ignotus, make me an intelligence check.
Un momento, por favor. Okay.
And also,
sorry,
Guardian, you do too. I'm sorry, you were here for this also.
sorry to
What?
keep asking this. Do I always roll advantage for intelligence because of my eyes and my nose seeing?
No, that's only for when you're like inspecting something.
Okay, gotcha.
20. Okay, that's good enough, Guardian. You don't even need to worry about it. I can tell by looking at you right now, you're definitely not worried about it, so it's cool. So,
Gee,
Guardian.
Guardian, we're talking to you, bro.
What'd you say?
No, don't worry about it. It's all good. I'm just fucking with you at this point. Fucking deaf motherfucker. Like, goddamn. So, Ignotus, you remember that, oddly enough, the weird, gross mummy that, like, Johnny Cash Fiddlefinger found earlier. Remember when you guys are back in the first crypt y'all were in, where y'all met the goats? And Johnny Cash Fiddlefinger pushed open a sarcophagus, and he found a dead woman mummy and a note that said, "I always fucking hated you, you stupid fucking bitch."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was Delphine, huh?
Must have been Delphine, and
Must have been Delphine.
the person inside of this coffin must be Zilhefanu, or whatever the fuck I said earlier. I don't even remember.
I don't remember either. Okay, interesting. So this guy is Sophocles or whatever you call him.
Well, let's just say Zelhefanu. I've already completely
Zelhefanu.
forgotten.
Can I like
Japanese.
can I check his corpse, just like I don't know, rummage through his body and see what I find?
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me actually go on Google and show you what you find.
Okay. Okay. I'm kind of scared now.
You find hold on, let me do this really quick. Fuck. Oh god, this is the worst ever. This is what you see. Look at my
What's it?
stream.
Is this the Mexican thing where they thought it was an alien?
No.
Uh,
You see. Y'all see this guy? You see a fucking dried up mummy.
okay. So no items or anything?
No, not at all.
Okay. All right, Daddy, Guardian, what do you guys want to do with this information?
I don't. It seems kind of useless.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think maybe we should go and help them. They couldn't even find the draft, the draft of wind.
All right.
All right, y'all go over there and like discuss all y'all's findings because I actually do have to pee. So I'm gonna be right back.
Hey, there's a big hole. I found it because I threw a chair at Johnny Cash.
A word?
You know,
You
yeah.
you missed, huh?
Yeah, I didn't do well. The way I was gonna tell it was so moldy it crumbled in my hands.
You know,
I wasn't able to.
I
It
think
was kind of like trying to throw a piece of paper.
we've made a lot of progress as a party by getting mad at Johnny Cash.
That's the move, man.
Hmm.
Everybody. It was more for Cyrano, man. You know, like I got sick of him talking about my boy. Which also my other boy, the old one.
What was he saying about Cyrano?
He's not here anymore. Dude, he was like so like dissing him. He was all still on that conspiracy like Alex Jones.
He's still saying that after he's still saying that after we truth serumed him?
He said just because I inspected this fabulous and was admiring the stonemanship of this chimney and realized that it was old Landarothi.
Wait,
he's
this is
like,
Landarothi?
"Oh, well, it must be. Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
it's Landarothi.
exactly.
And,
Hey guys.
it's Cyrano knows all about this tab that we're supposed to get, and like it. Obviously, if this was Landarothi, my man's 1,000,000 years old. Probably was from here, so I like to think that the tab may have been Landarothi owned at one
Hey,
point.
Johnny Cash, we've already confirmed his innocence.
I just think
guys.
there's something up. Yeah.
Before Trey gets back, there's like a shrine in the bottom right corner of this big building in the middle. Do we want to try to like get in there, see what's up?
Oh yeah. You guys, hey,
Yeah, I'm for
while
it.
you guys were on
I'm
your
for
way
it.
back, while you were on your
All I
way
was-
here, you guys saw it.
All right, I'm back.
All I was told
Hey,
was don't
Trey,
go in.
I found this shrine like in the middle of the building.
It's in the bottom right, asshole.
Yeah, in the bottom right of the.
Wait,
Trey,
what are you
can-
talking about?
Trey, can I
I
climb in the
found a
window?
shrine.
Wait, hold on. I got too many things being asked of me at once. First of all, Mike, what are you asking me?
I found a shrine in the bottom right outside. I think we need to kind of
You found a shrine in
investigate
where?
on the bottom right. I think we need to
Are
investigate.
you fucking? Are you fucking mumbling? I can't.
That. No, the shrine, Trey. You know where it is. You placed it there. I think we need to investigate that, right, Brady?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
You got like one more sec to fucking help me understand what the hell you're talking about, or I'm skipping you.
Trey, can I climb through this window here? Does this big building right here have windows?
So like, there's a big, huge gap right here that is like serving as a door. There's also a door. Like, which building are you talking about?
Right here
One
to my
the
left.
parts.
Yeah, you can bust through that window.
Word. Can you move me in there?
All right.
Yeah.
You see a big shrine in front of.
Yep, that's the shrine I
there.
was talking about.
Can I investigate it or do like some kind of check? See what's going on
Make
here?
me a perception check at advantage because you're using the eyes of minute seeing.
Perception.
Oh, we should have been able to use perception advantage since Braid was using it. Oh wow, nice 6.
Fuck, dude, you kidding me, man? We are so imperceptive.
This is not y'all's night for perceiving. Yeah, no. So you notice there's like this shrine. It's like of some sort of like. I mean, I know what it looks like right here, but there's like just not a lot of shrines to choose from. But this thing looks like a biblically accurate angel, and it's just like kind of like wheels upon wheels upon wheels with like a stone sphere in the middle, kind of like held up by like a stick of stone.
I want to yell to the party from the window and ask someone to come check this out.
I got you. I feel it. I feel my
Yeah, I'll
perception
come
check.
through since I found it first.
Yeah.
All right, so Kenzo and Johnny Cash, middle
Somebody with
finger.
Hi.
inspiration go in there.
Oh yeah, so
Hi.
Lamb, do you want to go in there? You've got or actually you don't. I think Betty does. Johnny Cash fucking sucks at perceiving. Y'all fucking suck. Y'all suck. Y'all no talent. You're disgrace.
Guardian,
So who else wants to bust up in here? Like everybody can jump up in
Yeah.
here if they want to try to make
Yeah,
this
Guardian,
perception
do
check.
it.
I'm eventually going to make
Just
it.
get the whole party in here, dude.
Yeah, but I can't get through that wall.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
got
do
you.
it.
We-
I'll move everybody in
So-
there. Everybody goes in through
Okay.
through this fucking window.
It's
You know
normal.
what? Even Glimmer comes. Yeah, everybody make a perception check at normal. Guardian, thank fucking Christ. God, Jesus. So nobody else needs to worry about it because Guardian, what you see,
Oh.
and Deddy, you actually notice this first. All the good rolls were on the other team. Like,
Nice. Magmar, see something?
Yes.
so everybody looks and they see like, not only is this a shrine here, this seems to be on tracks. This looks like it can be pushed back.
Ooh.
Magmar, you're strong.
Yeah, I would think we definitely got to push it.
Yeah, let's push it. I'll
You're not
push it.
strong at, you're not
What?
strong at
Yeah,
throwing
why not?
chairs, but
All right, somebody make me a strength check. Got to roll me a 10 or higher.
Okay,
I'll
got
do it.
strength. Well, I'm not
Oh,
even in
that's
there
fine.
yet.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lamb. I fucked up.
Guardian's got it.
Yeah, that's good.
And get right.
So
I got
basically,
+4
it
strength.
looks like everybody's trying to do this. So everyone goes 1, 2, 3, and like everybody except for Kenzo pushes this thing back. But Kenzo actually pushes himself back.
Oh my God.
Lamb just sneaks in the corner.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
All right, so y'all, with your combined might, y'all are able to push this thing back on its tracks. And it's like kind of tough at first, but then it's like once you get it past that limit, it goes back like butter. He's like, and y'all see a door here, and it travels down. Glimmer says, "Let me take a look at this. Let me take a look at this, guys." He flies down, and what does he see actually? So he flies
See.
back up, and he says, I see like a staircase there. Like basically this whole thing like kind of coalesces into a staircase, and there's like a guard like sitting there sleeping. This appears to be the front entrance.
Mm.
Magmar, didn't your guy say not to go in the front entrance?
Yeah, bro, we should totally go down the hole.
I'm voting hole.
Yeah, let's do the hole.
Big fan of hole.
Or there's a hole.
Everybody's
There's a
voting
goal,
hole?
everybody.
All right, everybody goes whole.
Why do you not move me?
It's so weird because I just selected all of you. Let me go. There we go. That was really weird. All right, so here's what happens. So like everybody kind of looks at this hole, and everybody's like admiring it, and they're like, "This must go down a really long ways."
Is Ignotus's big ass head gonna fit through there?
I got some big horns, bro.
Can we see anything in the hole, or is it just like black?
It's really black right now. So like nobody can see right now because like this probably goes down like about 240 meters. This is like y'all hear like the fucking like what a thrill thing from like Metal Gear Solid 3 when you're like
Jesus.
like when you're climbing up that big long ladder. I'm glad somebody got that joke. Thank you, Braden.
Can we send Glimmer down with a flame or something like that? Or
Glimmer already went down here at one point, and he just saw that like there's like a whole crypt down here. So like basically, so Glimmer has gone down 2 holes. He found a sleeping guard in one, and then he found nothing in the other.
Wait, let's all jump in the big infinite-sized hole, and Glimmer can carry us down.
He said I had enough beard rope. I can make it
Oh,
happen.
word? We can do that.
we got rope.
Yeah, dude.
All right. So
I can
everybody,
fashion my beard into a rope.
so like you've taken all of like the ropes of beard that you've made because you get like 50 feet a day.
Yeah, I've only used it like twice.
2 times, and like we've been adventuring for so just to put it in perspective for everybody, I counted this the other day. We are on day 5 of our adventure, just to let y'all know.
Oh, wow.
So like we've not known each other for super long. Some of us even less than others. But yeah, but you've got a lot of beard rope and you're able to get everybody down, and we are all kind of loading in. Let me go ahead and change the music.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, here. Also, like just like I know this is Saturday, so like everybody's a little bit more open, but just like whoever needs to go or wants to go, just like let me know, because like I'm gonna keep going until everybody says like let's go to bed. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I'm
shit.
still good.
All of a sudden, I forgot. I thought this was like Sunday again.
Yeah,
No, it's
Yeah.
Saturday. Speaking
Me
of
too.
which, while everybody's loading in, Ryan, so how's like the whole like Portugal, Spain like thing going for you? Like I know there was like some like business with like a power outage or something like that. I know they got fixed, but like how's that affect? Did that affect you at all?
No, it hadn't affected anything. And Logan actually talked to one of her teacher friends who's
Spain.
from Spain, and he basically said that they don't fuck with pilgrims over there because they know that they're you know, mind their
On
own
their own
business
path,
and they're just
yeah.
kind of an income source. And but yeah, they're fucking with tourists pretty heavily. So whenever I kind of transfer, when Logan gets out there and I kind of transfer from pilgrim to tourist, I actually am kind of, thinking about that.
Oh, that's sick. Y'all are gonna meet over there?
Yeah, so when I'm done teaching, literally like the next day I'm on a plane. I'm not
And you're
doing any of
going
the walking,
You're
absolutely
meeting him in
not.
Spain?
But no, we're meeting in Edinburgh,
Yeah.
You have to remind me where that is.
Scotland.
Oh, yeah,
That's
dude.
fucking radical. Brayden, didn't
Yeah.
you go to
They're
Scotland
using
for your like your
haggis.
honeymoon or something?
We didn't go for a honeymoon. We
We
just
went-
went for like
oh.
a month. Edinburgh, Scotland's really cool, dude. Scotland in general is really cool.
Yeah, I've been there. Ryan has not.
No, I haven't been there.
Nice. You guys gonna do anything else or just stay in Edinburgh?
No, we're gonna go down to London and then Netherlands.
I'm gonna go hug the fucking
Nice.
Karl Marx statue. Get on his leg.
Thank you for
Polish
telling us
that
about
shit up.
surplus labor value. I appreciate that.
Here, try my alienation. Species being.
Like you're gonna hug that statue, and then you're gonna get like an unskippable cutscene. Is like, do you feel alienated from your labor?
That's exciting. Hope you guys have fun.
Obliterate the proletariat. Obliterate the proletariat.
All right, everybody's loaded in except for Mike.
Typical Mike on his
It
PC.
is. It's just weird.
super expensive PC.
Hey, before everybody starts moving,
Oh.
let's kind of like
And it
let everybody
crashed.
load in because there's
Hey,
a
stop
lot
moving.
of shit in here. Y'all remember last week when we thought we were gonna do on Saturday, and then that whole thing didn't happen, and
Mhm.
like I spent like a whole afternoon like getting it ready for everybody.
I like how you slid
Yeah.
that one in there.
So this is what I got prepared for everybody because I figured that Johnny Cash Fiddlefinger wouldn't be here to investigate the fucked up inn.
Now I can investigate.
What
Well,
is
you're
the
not in the
Brotherhood of
fucked up
Dawn
inn, but
based?
there is I'll tell you this. This place is extremely dangerous. This is y'all's first mega dungeon.
Okay.
Exciting.
In here.
Here for it.
I'm glad we're rolling really good tonight too.
Yeah, all of us, all the time.
We had an average of
Yeah.
fucking 5 between 5 people. I mean, statistically, like literally, that's on
Highly impossible.
the long tail.
All right. So it looks like everybody's loaded in. I see Denny, Johnny Cash, Magmar, Notice, Lamb, Guardian. Am I missing anybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, perfect. So like everybody climbs down this like gross rope that Magmar has like been preparing for like the past week. So like this is just like everybody's like climbing down this like gross rope. Like every 50 feet smells different. Like the first 50 feet is just like it smells just like garbage. The second 50 feet smells like oil and is like kind of slippery. You're like, oh, if this is made out of his beard, he must have oiled it today. Ugh. This one here, this one smells like fucking dead gore. And you like get all the way to the bottom, and like everyone's like, ah, man, and like everybody's like, Magmar, what the fuck?
One of those times I used it to make a rag to help like Guardian and Johnny Cash wipe their face off with like the mimic jizz or whatever that was.
Yep, that is
That's
true. And then also this
one of the links is on them.
this one time, you also made a little doll and gave it to Johnny Cash out of your fucking
Yeah.
furry beard. You're like, I give this to you. All right. So we find ourselves basically in a in a really dank, like stale crypt. What do we do?
Say we venture forth.
Don't touch anything ridiculous. Is what I would say. Or summon your father accidentally. Please don't.
And
Yeah.
just hand off the wall.
I hear
All right.
putting your hand
So
on
we
the
just kinda
wall
like-
and following right is always the right thing to do. 'Cause that always leads you back to the entrance. If you
All
keep
right,
on doing
leader.
All right.
that, one of us will get away.
There's a big ass door I found.
A big
Or is
that's
Oh,
a big
that's
ass.
not wall.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
all right. So Guardian and Ignotus, since y'all are both standing right there, make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh shit, man. Okay. Dexterity.
17.
Guardian made it. You have to roll me a 15 or higher.
Oh,
So here's what happens.
Damn.
Both of y'all step on this space right here, and fire just like roars up from up underneath you. So, Guardian, you're fast enough to be able to take a step back. You're only going to take half damage here. I'm going to roll a d20.
Damn.
You got to be fucking kidding me.
What is it?
I just rolled a 20.
Dude,
Oh,
come on, man. Jesus.
So here's what happens. Ignotus. Oh no.
Dude, I'm fucking dead, bro.
So like here's what happens. Y'all both like are kind of like walking and y'all
Can't
step on
use
this
your
thing.
portent.
Wait, yeah, bro.
Yeah, use your
let me get a
portent,
4
bro.
on that bitch, dude.
That would just make it worse for you. It's your roll.
What do you mean?
No, it's your roll.
Oh. I thought you can't
So
choose
it's like
damage.
you want to
Okay.
replace your. Oh wait. Oh, I see what you're saying. So portent doesn't work on. I'll let it work this time. Do you want to take 4 or 10 damage?
4 damage, obviously, bro.
Making sure. All right. So here's what happens. Like you and Guardian both like step on this pressure plate at the same time and it like sinks down and you say this move, and then like Guardian steps back and then like you step back too. You take 4 damage and you've got a total of, oh my god, that's how much HP you have?
Yeah, I don't have a lot, man.
It's a level. We need to level up, Trey.
Appreciate you letting me use the portent.
And you take 2. Oh, I know y'all need to level up. Y'all just had an opportunity like 2 seconds ago.
What?
Oh,
All right.
What? Why didn't you give us that opportunity?
Because y'all didn't do the thing.
What thing are we supposed to do? I don't know.
hey,
this.
let's go climb up the rope and look to level up.
What?
What are you
No,
talking
y'all
about?
didn't get it early. Y'all didn't get it earlier, so you're not gonna get it now.
For future reference, though, like, what are we supposed to do?
I give you guys
I
a
think it's like
lot
rain.
of hints about
Oh,
things
well,
that could potentially happen.
Okay. I still
When
don't
I
understand.
get with all of you individually to talk about y'all's stories to see how we want to like move forward now that we're kind of like getting toward the end of Act 2, I'll just like reveal it to you guys and y'all be like, oh,
Hey,
it's
did
stupid.
did Kenzo
stupid.
step on it?
Step on the block.
Yeah, I did, bro.
Kenzo, what are you doing?
No, I'm a ninja, and so I'm naturally
No,
light
like
of
what are you
foot.
doing?
So whenever I step on a pressure plate, it don't activate because I'm a ninja.
That's not true at
I'm
all.
very I'm very light of foot.
Roll, make him roll.
So I'll say this: this happens before Kenzo steps on the pressure plate, because this is all just kind of like happening at the same time.
Boo!
And
Boo!
Ignotus gets lit on fire a little bit, and so does Guardian. This place right here
Boo!
is a
Kenzo
pressure
should be on
plate.
Fire. Wait, well, what about us behind it?
You're not hurt.
Hell,
Well, I know, but if that whole thing's a pressure plate, do we just jump over it?
I mean, you could.
Okay. I'm just kind of taken aback that Kenzo gets to all of a sudden be ahead of it.
Well, I'm just trying to, like, I wasn't seeing what Kenzo was doing. I was too busy, like, trying to figure out what's happening to Guardian and fucking Ignotus. So, like, I would imagine that, like, since they're being lit on fire, I would imagine that he would have probably, like, gotten away from that. Like, he didn't step on it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, ninja agility. I bounce from wall to wall.
Well, so we're just jumping over it. So just do this.
Yeah.
All right.
Agility check.
Athletic or agility?
It's fine. Everybody who sees the fire, like, waits for the fire to subside, and then they just jump over it. There's, like, really... It's only, like, 10 feet. Everybody here is pretty in shape. So, what do we all... Go ahead.
Is this a pretty big level? Because mine's, like, extremely slow to move around and stuff.
I mean, it's a big
reload?
level.
Okay.
I wouldn't try to reload since you're already here, but if you need to, if it becomes too much of a problem, then I'll figure something out.
Yeah, I'm touching something, and then the response time is about 5 seconds before it does anything.
Oh, that's weird. So what are we all doing? What's kind of the move here?
Wait to
Someone
see when
remind me of
Daddy
the
gets up
plot. What are
to.
we doing here?
So like Glimmer flies up to you wherever he's at. Oh, he's not here. Hang on, let me put him here. He flies up to you and he's like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? Like, we're here to get the Book of the Dead.
I was kind of brain dead two episodes ago, so I didn't really catch that. All right, Book of the Dead. All right.
I want to
Hey,
follow
little
behind
robot.
Daddy.
So like kind of like here's what all we see. So like Deddy, you kind of see like this place like kind of like take a right hand turn. Guardian, you're like seeing behind Deddy. Magmar, you're seeing all this. Ignotus, you see this like big room here.
Yeah,
And
Colin.
Colin.
Oh.
Yeah, in the chat.
Colin who? Is that Colin Inlow?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Colin Inlow! Oh, dude, you want to play
Colin.
D&D with us?
Is Colin our
That is a
YouTube
cool
watcher?
dude.
Is he the
He
one
is right
watching
now.
on a TV for 20 minutes?
Hey, are you watching on the TV right now?
Oh my God, dude! If it turns out that Colin Inlow was the one that was watching our D&D stuff, I'm going to fucking come in my pants right now. I fucking love Colin. I hadn't seen him in so long. But anyway, before we move any forward, so Ignotus, you kind of like walk into this large chamber right here, and you feel something drip down on your shoulder.
Oh shit!
What do you do?
All right. I want to look up and see what's dripping on me.
You look up and you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bats that are bigger than humans.
Okay. I want to slowly back out of the room.
You so here's what happened. You wipe off like the stuff that fell on your shoulder, and you like guano, and you look up. There's 8 giant bats in this room that are currently sleeping.
Okay. I'm going to back out very slowly, and I'm going to just come back into the hallway and say, everybody shut the fuck up.
Johnny,
Make me a stealth check.
check.
Make me a stealth check. You got to beat an 8 or higher.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Like I know that we're rolling shitty today, but you can make an 8 or higher, right? Like
Pulled
come
together.
on. Now.
Let me see.
Back
Stealth.
off.
Yeah, too bad your portance is a 10.
Here comes that puff
Oh,
of wind.
You have to
Oh my
roll an 8
God.
or higher. You roll an
Yes.
8, you lazy son of a bitch.
Let's go, bro. Thank God. Did not want to fight bats.
All right, so here's what happens. I got to take your concentration off. There we go. Boom, I did that. So, you look up, you see these 8 bats, and they're like all dripping guano down their fucking backs, and like some of it got on your shoulder, and you're like, oh, that's fucking nasty. And you like slowly walk back, and let me make all these guys visible real quick. Visible, visible, visible.
Oh Jesus.
Visible. Visible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there's not 8. There's 6. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I come running back in the hallway. Shut the fuck up, everybody! Shut the fuck up.
So what, Magmar? So you're the closest person. What do you say?
What?
Hi, me lad. What's the problem?
Person.
I thought you were gonna be like, what?
There were 8 giant bats in the other room, so let's try to stay away from it.
You don't want to slip on their shit, no doubt.
Indeed.
There's
All right,
different bats in the-
Ignotus is just gonna stand right here at the crossroads of the hallway and not go into any other fucking rooms.
All right. So Guardian and Deddy, what do y'all see up here?
There's 2 doors.
All right. What do we want to do about these doors?
I want to open them.
All right.
Watch Daddy
Open
open them.
What do you see, Deddy?
Oh shit. It's a room of.
Oh my god. Oh, there's. Oh,
As you
don't go
walk
in there.
into the
Don't go in
room-
there. Don't go in there.
As
Oh,
you
no.
walk into the room,
Fuck.
you see a large skeleton in front of you. It stands approximately 12 and a half feet tall. It is carrying a gigantic axe, and it has the head of a bull. It's got horns coming out of it. This is a fucking skeleton of a minotaur that has been reanimated. It looks at you. Make me a stealth check.
Oh, Jesus.
What do I need to make?
You need to roll me a 12 or higher.
Oh no.
Do I have an
You shouldn't
advantage?
No, this is regular.
Oh my god.
12 or higher. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
You look in and you see this thing is kind of like going. It's like it's actually not making any noise at all. It doesn't have any vocal cords, but it's like crinkling. It's like clanking like bones. It kind of like sounds like a wooden xylophone. And it looks around and it's just like basically just like forever patrolling the space here. And you like back up slowly. What do? You close those doors, I see.
I sure do.
Oh yeah, Trey's a great GM.
Aw, thank you, Kyle. That means a lot to me. I feel like I'm not a very good one, but I try really hard.
Chad agrees.
Got the heart, he does.
Wait, we have a chat?
Hi, Colin.
Oh, shit, Colin. Oh, wait, hang on. Colin. We need to talk about our sponsor for today's stream while I go pee. And that sponsor today, Kyle, you've got more ad read, right? I'm gonna give you a sec.
Yeah, give me a second. That sponsor for today is HelloFresh, and let me tell you about it, Colin.
I'm gonna go pee and make whiskey.
Let me hold on. HelloFresh is so great. Let me tell you about it. Where'd it go?
This is the worst ad read I've ever heard.
Yeah. So, Colin, HelloFresh makes it easy. Yeah. So it makes it easier to fit quick home-cooked meals into your schedule every week by curating delicious recipes, delivering perfectly portioned ingredients, and minimizing prep time. You enjoy more convenient options than ever with new options on the menu like 15-minute meals, prep and bake, and ready-made meals. There's home-cooked meals that support a healthy lifestyle and are better for you than other quick alternatives like takeout, frozen, or heavily processed meals. Use this limited time offer with get 10 free meals and free add-ons for life. Use my code and the link to get this offer. Support this channel and get HelloFresh.
My God.
Fresh.
It's shameless. I love it.
Yep. No shame.
Fricka fresh. Who's to move? Oh, bro. While Trey wasn't looking, I went down that hallway that I'm.
How you been,
facing.
Colin?
There's like a Wolverine, dude. Don't
The
tell
Wolverine? Oh yeah, don't tell him.
him. I accidentally went that far and I saw it. So we should check this other way.
I mean, we probably
I feel
gotta
like we're gonna
fight
run
something. We gotta fight something at some point
Yeah,
to
I
find
know,
this
we're
book.
gonna have to find something. Yeah. I think it's just fun to see how much we could just actually avoid.
Yeah,
I don't want to
Yeah.
fight that giant.
Doing
spider,
all right,
to be
man.
honest.
you can
Definitely
fight it
would
for
We all
myself,
yourself,
jump
bro.
there.
All right, I'm
Yo.
back. I'm sorry about that.
You want to go jump that Minotaur skeleton?
I really
Kenzo
do.
See if,
does by
see if the book's in there.
Yeah, I mean, if it's patrolling like that, it's got to be guarding something. You
That's
know,
a
and
good point.
if that's the only enemy, I think we would fare very well because it can
Yeah,
only
I'm
attack
down.
once.
Can we should probably keep exploring though, you know, we don't want to just attack it for nothing.
But I don't want it to think we're bitches either.
Kenzo, I'm with you.
It's dead, man. It doesn't think.
That is true.
And
Plus, it doesn't even know we're here. Like, it
Colin
only
says-
saw me.
Colin
Well,
says
maybe
we
he
should go
was
kill
gonna-
the skeleton.
Oh my
Fuck
God.
that, dude.
Colin knows what's up. Colin ain't no bitch. He knows what's up. He's a real man.
Mike, I think you've met Colin.
Oh yeah.
You're right. Say, yeah, he's like the one Asian dude that lives in Ozark. Like,
So can I open the door?
you sure can.
Wait, no one's there.
You guys are
First of all,
crazy,
like,
bro.
like before everybody,
I'm not
like
over
before we
there.
start this big fight with this big Skeletor
oop.
guy, do we like all want to like? Are we in agreement with this? Do we want to like gather up by the door? Like, how's this gonna work?
I'm
just
I'm,
rushing in
I'm
again.
for I'm
Oh, so we are fighting
exploring the rest
skeleton?
of the dungeon, bro.
Yeah, I was down with exploring. I think
I have,
all
Mr.
level.
Mr.
I have,
Johnny Cash, what are you feeling like?
Actually-
You're over here too with Ignotus.
I mean, we're looking for this book. If we can avoid fighting, I mean, because we're gonna have to. I know we'll have to fight, but you know, if we can try and find a door first.
Yeah, Black Mike.
I vote first off.
I still have Mike saved to my phone as Black Mike.
Y'all don't want to know what I have y'all saved as.
What am I
Dirty
saying,
leg
Mike?
Trey, dirty leg Kyle, fucking cracker reader, fucking.
Y'all really don't want to know.
Still,
I
Mike
actually
is.
do now.
Y'all don't want to know.
I have Mike
fine.
is still Magic Mike in my phone.
My Mike is just like Mike, and then like his picture is like a little anime character.
I still have that too.
I had this when I first met y'all. Y'all were kind of weird to me.
Wait,
I remember- we
hang on, Mike. We're not kind of weird to you now.
No, but I know y'all now. But when I first met y'all, like anyway.
We first met you. I remember we
Hold
first
on, Mike.
met
Do you want to tell the story of like how you first met me and Reader, like
Through-
immediately, like in 30 seconds or less?
through a window at like 11 o'clock at night.
Mike and Robert crawled through fucking Matt's fucking window. And
Dude, yeah, everybody crawled through Matt's window. That was the way to get in his house.
Yeah, I was about to say that's happened. I've done that.
Reader was talking in this fucking weird ass accent the whole time.
me
I'm
and
like,
I specifically remember that me and Reader were playing like Halo 3 like Team Slayer on construct, and Reader was going like, I think somebody's going up P1. Anyway.
Told me that the whole fucking time. Weird.
And then we went to Waffle House and we bonded over Pokemon emulators.
Yep.
But all right. So,
DM, I do have work in the morning.
oh, you do?
I do.
That's fucking stupid.
I'm
On
like,
Sunday?
yeah, unfortunately.
That's
You
really
gonna sleep in
unfortunate.
those
So,
scrubs?
let me ask this, just like for the party. Like everybody can either say yay or nay, but do we want to keep going, or do we want to go ahead and stop here and pick it up next time? I'm cool with either one. I can do anything.
I say if Kyle's gone, because I know that he streams too, we could pause it here.
Yeah, I hadn't even thought about that.
That's probably for the best. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, guys, I think this has been a really fucking good session. I think this has been really,
Yeah.
really, really, really good.
It was fun.
Yeah, it's good to
And
see
I know
you,
that
Colin.
Ryan, next tomorrow you're going to Europe.
Nah, Monday.
Monday. Oh, never mind. But we will, if you're like, so next session will be on a Sunday. If like, I don't expect you to be able to make it, but if not, we can just say that Kerplatz can play your character, and
Yeah,
that'll just
I'll-
make
I'll
it.
have
She'll
to-
just be playing the game on hard mode for a bit.
Yeah, I mean, basically, I'll know like that day what my situation is.
Yeah, yeah.
But no
But
matter
like
what,
everything's
I'll be
cool.
able to
Like you're
get
still
on
able to
listen the
go.
game.
Like that whole I know like that whole like fucking like power outage thing was like fucking with you for like a day or so.
Yeah,
But you're good.
yeah.
Right on. All right, guys. Well, on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z, we made it about as far as I expected us to. That is actually really exciting for me. It's actually very rare that I'm able to like kind of guess where we end up.
Okay,
But
so are you gonna tell us what we missed?
oh yeah, for sure, for sure. So like let me ask you this. So like do you want to like have your character like continue to go, or do you want to like get the sniffles for a little bit or like go off and do your own thing and then like come back whenever you're back? It's up to you.
Ah.
I really don't care.
Honestly, I think Logan can take over my character. Literally, it's just I'm just a sponge. So like, yeah.
Okay.
And no matter what, I'll be able to get on and listen to you guys. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to like control or make decisions through my phone.
Yeah, totally. And if it comes down to it, then like I can stream it for you on through Discord, and then you can just like tell me what you would like me to make your character do.
Yeah, that shouldn't be hard.
Yeah, we'll make it work. And like if for some reason you're not able to participate, then we'll just have Kerplatz run you for the sesh, and then we'll figure it out. We all have an IQ above room temperature. It'll work out.
Yeah, there's 5 decisions with my character, so it's like no big deal.
All right, man. Well, I suppose we're all going to continue on with our evenings. It's Saturday night. We're not going to bed, except for fucking Kyle. And
save lives tomorrow.
Yeah.
Rain, what is that you're doing? What is that?
It's a used box of turkey and a juice box.
Oh.
You work too hard to eat like that.
Braden eats like he has no money, no matter how much money he has.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like I just remember like playing Destiny with you, and you'd been like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go cook some chicken," and then you come back like 15 minutes later, and you're like, "All right, I've eaten dinner," and I'm like, "What did you do to that chicken?" Like, it's like obviously
Hey.
nothing good if you're just now back. Like,
Nah, man. I'm pretty good at cooking.
oh no, I know
You
you
make
are.
it sound
Well,
like I'm
actually,
bad.
you know what? I was there the first time you tried to cook.
Okay, yeah, no, that was look, man, I did a lot of drugs during that time in my life.
Dude, I went over to like back during these times. I used to like have like a 5-hour gap between classes at Troy, so I would just like either go to Laramore's place or I would go to fucking like Braden and Jacobs, And like I went over to Braden Jacobs one time, and Braden was like, "Yo, man, my mom gave me these pork chops. I'm about to cook them." And I'm like, "Oh, yo, free lunch. That's fucking sick." And he is like fucking whipping them up on the grill, and I'm like, "Oh, this is gonna be so good. I hadn't had a home cooked meal in so long." And like Braden hands me this like fucking like half cooked pork chop that like
Dude, it was so bad. It was so bad.
and it's just like a glob of barbecue sauce on it, and I'm like,
Dude,
God fucking damn it!
I think that was probably the first pork chop I'd ever made.
I think it was because like I specifically
That's so
remember you
funny.
saying like I've never cooked pork chops before, and like you handed me like a butter knife and a fork, and you're
Yeah.
like, "Here you go, bud," and I'm like, "Thank you," and I'm sitting here and it's like I'm cutting through this thing like fucking rubber, and like I cut me off a little triangle and I ate it, and I'm like,
Oh shit.
this is really great.
I'm pretty sure it's still frozen, man.
And then like I took another bite, and then like you were just like looking at me, and you're like, "Yo, dude, I'm not gonna lie, you don't have to eat that, man. This is shit." Like I was just trying to be like polite because I didn't want to like insult your cooking, you know. So I'm like, I'm just gonna like tough it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like a tank. I'm just gonna try my best. And I'm like sitting here eating this thing, and I'm like, "Oh, Braden, this is the best thing I've ever had in my life."
It was terrible. It was terrible.
It's just like, "Yo, man, you don't have to eat that." And I'm like, "Oh, thank God." I remember I was like, "Well, I'm gonna get going," and then I straight up went to Moe's. Like, I got my fucking free Moe's on my fucking meal card.
Man. Yeah.
That was the most disgusting shit. It was like eating fucking plastic, and I was trying to be as cool as I could about it because I didn't want to